雨でスローモーション愛は突然に俺の前で壊れて一つだけただ一つだけ守れなかったから戦いはまだ続く誇りのために No time to cry 泣くのは後が6月の雨にまた誓うだけけど暖かな雨は俺の頬を濡らすスローモーション熱い涼しさで俺を強く導く思い出なんて生ぬるいものではないからわからなくても今は走るしかない No time to cry 強くなるだけ6月の雨はただ命だけ
That is such a good song. Like, such a good song. Even though Ichigo's voice actor is not the best singer out there, it's still a pretty good song. Oh, Voice Lobby's also going to be open for this stream, so anybody wants to jump in, just say. And also, if you want to jump in and you don't have inner circle access, just let me know. I start streaming in the dog box. I assure you I did not plan this shit. Right. I guess I'll carry on. What's the volume level like, by the way? Because the last stream of Soul Carnival was practically unsalvageable. Because the audio of the game is so low. It's quite frankly horrendous and unlistenable. I'm gonna see if I can do my best in post to fix that. Maybe I can chuck a couple of dynamics on it and photo it in Premiere to fix it. Anyway. Back to Bleach. Oh gosh. Seriously though, what's with the barking? I don't particularly want to have to yell. Oh you! Stop it! Do I have... Where is pop-out chat? Where is pop-out chat? Pop-out chat? Chat is pop-out. Pop-out chat. Much better. I can't even hear the game, so hopefully the volume is okay. I've got it through headphones, and the headphones are not on my head, so it doesn't cause an echo. I take it I get to play as Hitsugaya if I beat this stage. Or maybe I've already unlocked Hitsugaya, I'm not sure. An annoying thing about getting rid of the delay now is my button presses are not going to be in time with the game at all. But for some reason my button press is desynced. I think my voiceover desynced on the last stream as well. If there's anybody here, it would be useful if they could let me know if we're still having the horrendous delays that we were having the other day. I still don't get why we've got all these fake Shinigami in red and green robes. I'm sure there's a valid plot reason for it in this game, which I can't understand because the game is completely in Japanese. I still don't get why this didn't get localized as well. It seemed like an obvious fit. Wrong one. This one. I mean, this was at the height of... I'm dead. This was at the height of Bleach's popularity as well. These were the games they released in between the Heat the Soul games. It used to be that there would be a Bleach Heat the Soul game either 6 months or a year between. And I think once it got to... Am I going to have to grind earlier stages? I think it got to the point where the Heat the Soul games were taking too long to make. So these games were made in between. I should really learn not to do that. It's gonna cost me my good rank. What I could really do is a guide on what equipment is best to equip. I've been having this problem with a game called Okage Shadow King, which I've been playing in my off time. Because it's such an old game, you'd think there would be loads of FAQs for it and guides, but it's this fairly cult JRPG that only got a release in America and Japan. It only has a small fan base. So there's barely any guides for it. I actually had to, on LP Archive, there was somebody who had recorded and written a Let's Play. Yes, the old-fashioned style Let's Play with the character portraits and the jokes and the quips and the in-game advice. And that was actually how I beat a really difficult boss this morning was by reading that guide. Turns out I had exceptionally good luck. The boss I was fighting could deal over 100 damage per hit, and one of my team members could only survive 93 hit points of damage. So it actually made things very difficult. So he died. He didn't get any experience in the end. But the other two I managed to... It's one of those games where if you... it's Con. If the main character dies, you get game over. So you can only really revive other characters, not the main character. So I had to keep this other character from dying by reviving her over and over again. And I just had exceptionally good luck, because the boss in question just kept casting flame magic, which did 22 damage, as opposed to hitting me with his fists, which did over 100. And the times he hit me with his fists, I had incredibly good luck and only took damage in the 30s, when I should have been taking damage in the hundreds. So I had some exceptional luck. I get the feeling that that particular boss battle in Okage is a real game ender, like a playthrough ender for people. I would not be surprised if people just stopped playing at that point. This is animated by the same people who did the animations for Heat the Soul. Denied even by Rangiku. No idea what Uryu's doing on screen there. Yo, Blank Knight! Somebody is here. You know, I've been talking to myself for the past 10 minutes. People would think I'm crazy, but then you remind them that if you're a live streamer, you have to talk to yourself. It kind of comes with the territory. That's why so many great live streamers are also crazy people. And the dog's barking again. I've learned that you have to actually attack the air. Oh, so you've been letting me stew this whole time. Some friend you are, Blank Knight. No, it's fine. If you want to jump into the voice lobby, you're more than welcome. Are you a Bleach viewer? Have you watched Bleach? Are you a Bleach drinker? Have you drunk? No. We can talk about how stupid the plot of Bleach is. Oh great, it's Don Kanonji as well. I don't suppose he's got a very useful skill. Well, sort of, I guess. Something to do with BP. Shuhei. I've got some more choices to pick from now. I'd better put somebody in here. Who's gonna link with Orihime? Maybe I can get white and red on the bottom. White and yellow on the bottom. No, the only piece I have with white on the bottom is Con. Is there a button I can press just to remove? No, you have to go to this every time, and then it tells you, you've broken a link, you've broken a link. Oh no. Oh no. Right. Let's have a look. So I get the feeling that maybe by putting everyone on here, I'm actually having detrimental effects and maybe taking more damage than usual. You know. That maybe some combination of pieces is fucking me up. It's entirely possible. Obviously, it makes sense to link Ichigo with Rukia. Orihime with Ichigo. Uryu. Con. Don't want to use Con's special anymore. Maybe I've got a more useful special. I've got something that's white on the top left and yellow on the... white on the bottom left and yellow on the... No, I don't. So I can't link Orihime with anything. The only character with white on the bottom left is Con. Just have to use someone with yellow on the top left, so Rangiku. Oh, for the love of mercy, hospital. Oh, someone's here. Has someone come to relieve me from my torture of being alone? Hello?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
No less.
Can I raise the volume of you? Yes, I can. I can raise the volume all the way up. Hopefully that's an improvement.
Okay.
Because everybody wants to hear your gorgeous voice, Blank.
A lovely, lovely voice.
Of course. I'm curious, what was the volume level like with the game earlier and me talking? Was everything okay?
Yeah, it seems fine.
Because the last one, the game volume was so quiet. And then Bonnie. Okay, literally everyone is connected except for Rangiku, Orihime to Bonnie, Bonnie to Rukia, and Kenpachi to Uryu. Okay, that'll do. I think that's an improvement. I think.
Yeah.
The game's like, oh, you've lost lots of health, but it's like, no, I haven't. I've actually got 872. Heal me back. It's because I unequipped stuff and then re-equipped stuff. So, we've ascertained you're a Bleach drinker, but are you also a Bleach watcher?
Well, I haven't watched it in a while, but yeah, I did watch Bleach, and I know all what happened. I read all the manga.
Oh, so you know much more than I do. Okay.
I do know much more than you.
So if I have any questions about anything, you'll...
I will know some of the answers, but I also don't have terrible memory, so there are probably things you remember that I don't. But yeah, I do know all the way to the end of the series, so...
Nice. I feel like watching it again. I know that's probably a bad idea, but I feel like watching it again.
Yeah.
It would make like the
series.
fourth time that I've watched.
Drags a bit.
Like it would be the fourth time I've watched seasons 1 to 3.
Well, they are kind of better than some of the later ones.
Yeah, of course. Fantastic, but maybe I'll skip the stuff I remember. So maybe jump straight in on Bounto. If I hate myself, I'll jump straight in on Bount. Hey, it had a good intro. Gotta love the Beat Crusaders. The Beat Crusaders do have the best Gintama outro, after all. Well, depends on who you ask. Was Samurai Hearts an outro or an intro?
Yes,
an outro.
The outro is very much a
right,
Gintama
okay.
outro.
So your
it's one of my favourite.
Yeah, so your favourite is Samurai Hearts. My favourite so far is Wo Aini by Beat Crusaders.
That was a good one.
I'm a huge Beat Crusaders fan, though. I've got at least 4 of their albums. And one of their albums is like the greatest hits that comes with a DVD with a live show. I like Beat Crusaders.
Sade meats.
What?
And other stuff.
What meats? What meats? You there? I'm not dropping frames.
I am still here.
But what did you say? Something meats?
I said they crusade meats and other stuff.
Oh, right. I see, Meat Crusaders. I'm having a slow day, alright. I've been to work. It was a Saturday, it was busy, there were lots of customers. They moved everything around the store. Have some patience. Oh gosh, the dog's at it again. What is so exciting? Sometimes she barks just because she wants to go to bed.
I think she's barking to interrupt the stream.
It could be that.
She knows the streaming.
Yeah. She knows how to piss me off. Don't worry, that's not what it sounds like. I have a flask of cold beverage that I produced before the stream. I'm not a Fortnite streamer. I'm implying that Fortnite streamers piss in balls.
Karakuranger の尊い犠牲によって町の平和は守られた。だがすぐに第2第3のホロたちは現れる。
Defeated by a fake hollow created by Urahara.
Seeing a lion in the sky.
You'd think that
in the clouds.
that a mod soul created by Urahara would, you know, be able to defeat a holo created by Urahara, but clearly not. When I have a look, I should have got Con as a... Yes, I did. HP up 10%, SP up 10%. Ooh, and he will connect directly to Rukia as well. Nice. I'm curious what his special is. I'm gonna drop Ganju as my triangle special. And I'm going to add Con's superhero alter ego to my triangle button. What's his name? When he's a superhero?
I can't remember. I just thought he looked like Great Saiyaman, so I made a terrible Great Saiyaman joke.
He does. Of course, it's all copying that same sort of thing, you know. Oh, he does dynamic entry. Oh, that's cute. And he does something else as well. I didn't see the second one because he jumped up onto the... Oh, nice! It shoots a beam, and it's kind of strong. Cool. Save. Even though I shouldn't have any trouble repeating the Menos boss. I think that's this one. Or is it Uryu? This boss is Uryu. I'm repeating levels because I'm getting my ass kicked on later stages.
Grinding.
Oh, he's flashing white. So
Rukia, all night.
What? You'd what,
Said
Rukia?
you're grinding Rukia all night.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Who wouldn't? You can't even say like Byakuya wouldn't, because like, come on. You think he's gonna get the sister of, you know, the sister of his ex-wife who looks just like his ex-wife, all alone in the house. An A rank is better than a C rank, but I don't think I leveled up at all. Now I get to fight the Menos. I could definitely do this better than I did before. Oh. The attack pattern is really actually quite basic. This is like a Mega Man boss.
Oh, it really is.
You know, actually that's not fair because...
scaling is a bit...
Yeah, it's a bit small for a Menos.
Scaling isn't quite right.
Yeah, a bit small for a Menos. It's also a bit dead for a Menos. An A rank. That'll do.
SCS equals A.
What does a P mean? Perfect. What's perfect about an A rank? Okay, cool. I'll take it. Now I know what I'm meant to do to access secret areas. I'll go through and get the secret area in this level as well. The tunnel, running away from the cleaner.
Oh no, the cleaner. What chemical is he going to use?
He's going to use Dettol. I can't think of anything even remotely funny. I'm trying. Oh, you can't double jump in here. Okay. Or did I have somebody equipped that let me double jump? And now that I've unequipped them, I can't double jump anymore. That could well be a thing.
I just like how little the title of this show is ever explained.
Well, isn't it, like, supposed to be because the only way Ichigo could have orange hair if he's a Japanese boy is if he bleached it? Like, isn't that why the show's called Bleach?
Something really vague like that, yeah.
Yeah.
But still, like, more, like a good third of the cast have orange hair. So, well, at least 3 different people we know.
Yes, Orihime, Ichigo, and I guess Rangiku.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Technically, Renji has red hair, which I think is probably just as uncommon.
I like shows that explain the bright hair. Have you watched The Disastrous Life of Saiki Kusuo?
Oh god, yes. I love that.
I love the way they explain the bright hair in that. It's like,
I felt self-conscious because of my pink hair.
Yeah.
So I made it so no one has black hair anymore.
yeah, it's a world where everybody sees like hair colors as bright, just so my hair doesn't stand out. Yeah, I love it.
This explains loads of anime tropes that he made happen because he wanted to. Now everyone can beat someone else by a karate chop to the back.
That was a good show. I'm sure there's more of it that hadn't been dubbed by Netflix yet, so maybe I'll take a look and watch it in the Japanese. But I did enjoy the English dub.
Yeah.
It was good. They picked someone who gave the right amount of crap, i.e. none, for Saiki's voice. That show was...
What you really need to do is you look at his face. Just look at his face and decide how much he cares.
Yeah. His face is hard to read.
Yeah, but it's also very, very blank.
Just like you!
Yes!
How do I know you're not Saiki Kusuo? I suppose there's a couple of telltale signs that you're not Saiki Kusuo. Well, then again, he does a good job hiding his psychic powers, so I'd never know. I must say, the first episode of the Disastrous Life of Saiki Kusuo was incredibly painful to watch. I might have explained this before, but in the first episode, there is a moment where Saiki talks about man-babies who never grow up, live in their parents' basement and play video games all day. And the guy in that scene that he's describing has long hair and is like surrounded by anime dolls and like potato chips. His stomach is showing because his t-shirt's too small, and I'm like, is this a personal attack? So
oh god, the creator.
That kind of almost put me off. And then I actually carried on watching. I'm like, no. I'm not quite the kind of person he was describing as one of the worst people in society, so it's okay.
You're a cockroach man who you can't read the mind of either.
Oh, I've forgotten his name now. The guy with the silly nose.
The guy who just reminds me of Saiki Kuko's version of Kondo.
Yeah.
Except they're calling him a cockroach rather than a gorilla.
Yeah.
But more or less, it's a very similar character.
They missed a trick with the PS4 Gintama game. You know, they could have made Kondo transform into a gorilla. I reckon.
Yes, that one episode.
I reckon they'll make a sequel to that at some point, or rather, instead of I reckon, it's more I wish.
Yeah.
Or just hurry up and localize it, release it on PC. I'll pay for it. Again, I will buy the same game again because I love it.
With more features. Where
it doesn't need more features
for some reason.
It doesn't need more features. They just need to re-release it. That's all that matters to me.
Too many arts have little interpretation. More features.
More features would be good, but I just just want to play the game again.
Yeah, I do admit I am being slightly greedy about that, but still. I would still like that.
I would like, at the very least, Shinsengumi Crisis, or whatever it is. What's the arc? Is it Shinsengumi Crisis?
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah, I'd like that. I would also like the one Under the Sea as well. Can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. But the one where Gintoki and Katsura get turned old.
At least do the one where we're introduced to Tama. That'd be the one. I mean, you had Tama in the game, but you didn't explain her origins.
Oh yeah, of course. Tama Quest. That would make for a really good arc.
Oh yeah.
What did I pick up? Rukia's glove, I think. No, I think it was Rukia's glove. Yeah. I don't know what any of these things do. It's all in Japanese. I just need to make sure I collect all of it.
They do something Japanese.
Yes, they make tentacles appear. Ha ha ha. Stereotype.
Tentacles wrap around Rukia. And
I like where this is going.
Happy noises.
Let's write a story. We'll get some up and coming artist in Japan to illustrate it for us. Worst thing about this stage is the enemies that poison you. Oh. Thank you, Con. Superhero Con saves the world again. Specifically Con in Ichigo's body. We have to point out that it isn't his own unique strength.
Yeah.
Could I not?
The fact that Ichigo was already, before he gained anything, really good at martial arts and a few other things that they
really good at
vaguely
martial arts, but still lost to Tatsuki.
Yeah.
And I love that story of Ichigo getting his ass kicked by Tatsuki as a kid, crying, and then when his mum turns up, it turns into that big goofy smile. It's a shame what happened to his mum, isn't it? You know what? Considering what I've been told about Bleach, his mother was a Quincy, right?
Yes.
How
she more
the
or less,
hell?
She willingly gave her life to save Ichigo. They had no other option. As well as some other confusing thing about having a follower
Come on,
inside
right?
or something.
Hold on. Ishin, captain level, right? No doubt Masaki probably equalish strength to him, because it would make sense for the two of them to be sort of equally endowed. Well, that's probably not the best word.
Yeah.
So, surely Masaki could have, like, fucking taken Grand Fisher, like, one-handed.
Yes, but
Like-
it's more
like
called.
she could have drank
she couldn't
Grand
do it
Fisher
and save
under the-
Ichigo, I think.
Under the fucking table. She could have, like, drank him under the fucking table. Easy.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's almost as if Kubo hadn't thought that far ahead when he killed Masaki. No way. Surely he had the entire story worked out from the very beginning.
I'm going to assume he has less of the story written out than he's not Oda, who more or less has his ending already.
Oda.
Like before they entered the Grand Line.
Oh, One Piece.
Yeah, in One Piece, Oda already had his ending before they entered the Grand Line.
But,
So really early on, he already knows
has
what
the
the
ending,
One Piece
but
is.
it's still nowhere near the ending.
No, well, it is. It's You can see the ending in sight, but it's not there yet.
Right, okay.
You can more or less guess who like the final bosses are going to be in One Piece.
Oda's self-insert. You know, if my manga, well, I guess it would be more like a comic, I guess, based on my art style. If my comic were to get off the ground, I would definitely have a self-insert character, but I haven't designed him yet. I suppose in a way...
So, by self-insert character, do you mean you, or do you mean a character people can insert themselves into?
A character that I insert myself into. Wait, that
okay.
Sounds wrong. I mean a character that is written...
Oh, waifu! You're very good at that too!
Well, I've already admitted that I design all my characters that way. That they've got to have some lovable trait, because how else am I going to make them everybody else's waifu, you know? You've got to make them desirable.
Pander to the fetishes! You know
Yeah, I do. No, that's my whole point. When I design female characters, I design, you know, bimbos. That's kind of the point.
Yeah.
You got to make them desirable.
Or the general tropes that people find attractive.
Yeah.
And then they make characters.
So you have, like, you know, the vampire with red hair, you know, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
You go down the obvious routes. I haven't yet got the character that's 500 years old but looks like a child. But I'll probably have one of those as well.
But it's totally legal because of how old
Yeah, yeah, of course. You know, Dancing the Vampire Band and all that.
And usually when you do a character like that and they're really old, they're also the wisest character there.
Yeah, basically, pull a Patty Fleur from Tales of Vesperia. Although she's not 500 years old, but she's at least like 80 years old. Oops, spoilers for the new Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition. For anybody who hasn't played the PS3 version with the English
if
translation.
you haven't guessed that the lolly in it is going to be actually old, you have poor insight.
Yeah. Let's just say you're not paying attention to the story, and there's several times characters have basically said you look just like. You are the spitting image of. Like, yeah, no shit. I'm looking forward to hearing her speak. I wonder who the voice actress is. Apparently there is like an English voice trailer or something, but I haven't watched it yet. I'm curious who the voice of Pat Fleur is. Hopefully someone who does a good job making...
Mercer.
I think Matt Mercer is like... He's like cheap Troy Baker. If you can't get Troy Baker, you get Matt Mercer.
Yes.
Like, no offense to him, he's fantastic. He'll always be Leon Kennedy to me, but you know, he's discount Troy Baker.
Yeah, it's like 40% of the time it's Troy Baker, 30% of the time it's Matthew Mercer, and the rest of the time it's someone who appears in very little. The last 10%.
Well, I would have said if it's not Matt Mercer and it's not Troy Baker, then it's Nolan North. You know, but he doesn't do as much these days. I guess because Uncharted dried up. It's like that was Nolan North's cash cow.
Yeah, they've charted all the Uncharted now. It's all charted.
Yeah, it's all been charted. You know, they missed a trick with The Last of Us 2. They should have called it The Rest of Us. You know, Naughty Dog, if you want to offer me a job, no, I don't want it, actually. I don't want to work
but that involves me.
I don't want to work for Naughty Dog. I'd rather work for a company that isn't woke. You know, they released that all-female Uncharted expansion pack, as it were. I haven't got round to playing it yet, but I don't think it had very many players. What was it? The Lost Legacy or something?
When I think of Uncharted all-female cast, I just think, doesn't that already exist? Lara Croft?
I suppose. You know, Lara Croft was originally meant to be male. They were originally going to go for an Indiana Jones style character. And then...
In fact, I believe it was supposed to be an older Indiana Jones character.
Yeah, sort of like an old man with a hat and a whip. Interestingly enough, Tomb Raider then went on to inspire a trilogy of Indiana Jones games. The Infernal Machine, The Emperor's Tomb, and there was one other that I can't remember the name of off the top of my head. I love The Infernal Machine. That's great. I love that one. That's the one for Nintendo 64. It looks like arse now, but I remember back in the day it was like hot shit. It was fresh. I might play that one. I wonder if it emulates well now, because back when I tried to play it before, it emulated like garbage. I could play the PC version, but I'd still have to emulate that, technically. Because I'm sure it would only work in like DOSBox. Well, it depends, the age of it, about 96, 97. It might work in DirectX on like Win 7.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's worth a shot, it's worth a try. I played older games on Win 7. It's great. It's basically Tomb Raider, but you're Lara Croft. It's like Tomb Raider, but you're Lara Croft. Then what the fuck is it? It's Tomb Raider. No, it's like Tomb Raider, but you're Indiana Jones.
It's like Tomb Raider, but you have a dick. And no one wants to see you get out of those wet clothes.
Well, I was just thinking, like, is there a Tomb Raider game where that applies, but you play as Lara Croft? I'm just curious.
Yeah, they couldn't find someone to do a mocap show who was female, so they had to use a man.
No, I mean, like, for research.
Ubisoft was right.
You know, I'd play a game like that. Yay, I unlocked Hanataro.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with Hamtaro. These boars, they bore me. Hyuk, hyuk, hyuk.
Why are there so many boars in the Shinigami town space?
I think you'll find it's called
Do they even have
Rukongai.
problems managing them?
It's called Rukongai, you Philistine.
What can I say? It's been ages since I've watched the Bleach.
I remember, like, useless names like, oh yeah, it's called the Sogyoku. Yeah, wonderful. It's a giant Zanpakuto. Yes, you said. I remember that, but I can't remember, like, the name of my firstborn son.
Well, the answer to that is name your firstborn son Giant Zanpakuto.
Sogyoku. That way I'll never forget. You know, where's Peter in all this? You know, I'm slicing up boars and absorbing their blue essence. You know, like all boars have.
Blue ghostly bacon.
Oh man, you're making me remember breakfast. It was so good. And you're going to ask me what breakfast was?
Moldy bacon, so it was blue.
Not moldy bacon, no, it wasn't blue. It did involve bacon. It was the new Bacon King from Burger King.
Ooh.
Not enough bacon. It calls itself the Bacon King, but there's not enough bacon in it for it to be the Bacon King. It's like the Whopper plus some bacon. So it's basically, you know, bacon double cheeseburger XL with...
Yeah, I would imagine something called the Bacon King to reliably have that title. That should be the only thing other than bread in it.
But I mean, it's just an ordinary bacon double cheeseburger with maybe a bit more bacon. I've been lied to.
Like have something like a double decker burger, but instead of any burger meat, you just have as much burger meat as bacon.
Dude, that sounds so good. Let's start a burger shop. So what is it we're doing all together? We're writing a new Bleach story. We're opening a burger shop. This is good. Life goals.
Ooh, you can Zelda.
Yes. I can indeed do as Zelda does in his green tunic and sword.
Yes.
And slice grass. And absorb its blue essence.
So is that saying the grass is as alive as the pigs?
Depending on who you ask, all vegetation is alive.
Yes, but as sentient and as much soul.
Well, didn't Bleach ascertain in the Lost Agent arc that everything has a soul? Everything has a soul, including inanimate objects.
Oh yeah, they did say that, didn't they? That's
yeah,
why,
they did. That's why he can suck the soul of the juice out of the... suck the soul of the juice out of the glass.
Mmm,
delicious. Nice party trick. How does this get me my Shinigami powers back again?
No, we just recorded it and putting it on YouTube.
It would be a fun party trick just to suck the soul out of a glass. But I mean, if you could just like suck the soul out of something like that, like old not Ganju, even though he looks just like Ganju does, then you know, couldn't he just like suck the soul of like his enemies just out just like that? I take it because it's a tougher soul, he can't do it.
Just imagine someone who owns a restaurant who conquers over his competition by going to their restaurant and sucking the soul out of all their food.
Love it. That's what he did before he met up with that guy that puts himself in your memories for no reason. That was such a good arc. It was weird, but it's possibly my favorite arc after like the I guess you'd call it like the substitute. So how would you describe, you know, name the first arc of Bleach before Rukia disappears?
Oh god.
Like up until Rukia is taken back by Sasuke. I guess it would be like the Grand Fisher arc, but you know, it doesn't end with Grand Fisher.
Oh look, he's doing stuff around town. Neat arc.
Okay, so after the oh wow look he's going around town doing stuff that's neat arc, my next favourite arc of Bleach is Lost Agent, and it's just because of how scary a superpower that superpower is. You know, that he can put himself in your memories.
When you're mentioning that, how far have you watched in Gintama?
It's definitely over 200 episodes at this point.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring up the Crunchyroll.
Have you noticed why? Do you know why I mentioned that?
Because there's going to be a character that can put themselves in
literally this happens in Gintama.
Right. Okay. So
it happens slightly. It's still got lots of emotion in it, and it's well. I almost think it's very equal to that arc. great ending.
So if I go to Gintama on Crunchyroll and look at the episode numbers, I click oldest and then go from that way as opposed to newest. But there's 365 episodes.
Yes, there are. After like 225, I think they had a big gap again.
Yeah. So hold on, I'm definitely in season 2. I think in 202, 252. I think. Right. Chains of a Warrior, Odds or Evens. Definitely had that. Definitely had the Patriot. Definitely had Jugem. I'm not saying his full name because I honestly can't remember it. Jugemu, Jugemu, Rani Diarrhea. Man's Household Commissioner Katakurika Matsudaya stands atop Edo Police Organization known as the Destroyer Matsu. Oh no, I've had that one. That's the one where Katsura pretends to be a lady. Well, one of many episodes where Katsura pretends to be a lady.
I'm just looking on
the
Google article
I'm actually
Gintama.
I'm well past 230 because I remember. Yeah. That's the Elizabeth arc.
Okay.
So further than there.
I'm looking on Google for Gintama, and I find it funny because the image they're showing some of the characters, and they show Kagura and Jintoki. Then they show Sogyo's, and they decide to use the gender bent version of Sogyo that appears in one episode. I don't know why they decided to use that one. I mean, he does look good as a woman, but they don't do that with anyone else.
I think Gintoki looks good as a woman as well.
Yes, he does.
Should have been an unlockable skin. A character from 2 years ago is back with a request for Gin. This favour will take the odd jobs right into the middle of the Satan Festival in this very special Christmas episode. I think have I watched that one? Or is that my next one? Hold on. What one is We're Sorry? Gintama Clip Show. Well, that sounds familiar. I think my next episode is 249. I think.
Okay. I just had a look to see what episode the arc I'm thinking of. You're not there yet. It will be soonish, I guess.
Yeah, I think my next one is 249. Because I've definitely seen all of Baragaki, and I remember.
You're in 249, are you?
I remember Madao on Air, so I don't remember the Halloween episode afterwards. So therefore, that must be my next episode. That's what I do: is I go through and see, have I watched this? Have I watched this? Do I remember this?
So what episode are you on? You're on episode.
My next one is 249.
What?
249 is my next one.
Wait, what's the next one?
249.
Sorry, that's that. Okay.
This raffle ticket is yellow. 249. I win. What do I win?
Sorry, my kids. Anyway, I think it's like the next proper arc you're going to see is the one I'm literally referring to.
Awesome. I'm disappointed that I haven't had the cool shit yet with fucking Nobue.
I don't want to spoil too much.
Like I've only met Nobue once briefly in Baragaki. I want more Nobue, damn it. She's great. I like the bit at the end of Baragaki arc where Matsudaya is fishing with a donut on the end of the fishing line, and she just jumps out of the rubble. It's so good. missing any collectibles around here, or did I get them first time? Ah. You know, I get those requests like, play more Soul Carnival, and then the person who requested I play more Soul Carnival isn't here.
Yep. Well, someone else has apparently appeared.
Ooh, someone else is here?
At least by numbers.
Matzo!
Hey!
Yay, it's Matzo. It's my favorite. My favorite.
Aww.
My favorite person named Matzo.
Ah.
Oh, sounds like we've been joined by someone.
Hello?
It's my
Hello.
favorite person named Matzo. How you doing?
What if that's
I heard blank, and I think as soon as I heard blank, I'm like, yep, okay. I'm hopping in.
I'm so glad that Blank joined in and didn't leave me on my own for 10 minutes. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah,
I don't hold that
decisive.
against you.
Yeah, I was busy playing for Fortnite. Because I got the season pass, so, or the battle pass thing,
You're
so.
playing Fortnite.
Yeah.
So what
It's gone for 2 weeks.
what is in the place of Loot Lake now?
Loot Lake is still the same, but the house has been, like, lifted up off the ground.
Oh right. You mean like up? The hilarious
Like,
Pixar
the
movie.
house is, like, on its own, like, island sort of thing. Like,
Oh right.
Loot Lake.
But sort of up in the air.
Yeah, the house is up in the air.
Okay, that's weird.
No solid definition.
I'm imagining just like balloons tied to it, like Disney Pixar's Up.
Like they make
No.
spawn the enemies that are just naturally on the map be dogs.
Squirrel!
So, how's everyone doing today?
Blank, you go first. I need time to think about this.
Well, I'm okay. I have a cold and I'm feeling slightly groggy, but beyond that, I'm good.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Much the same, to be honest. I mean, the majority of the groggy is gone, but, like, occasionally I sort of get, like, uncontrollable hiccups, and the only thing that cuts through them is acid. Okay, that sounds a bit more intense than it actually is. I mean,
It does. Stop taking. It's bad to take drugs, Yubby.
I mean citric acid. I swallow lemon juice and lime juice to get rid of my hiccups at the moment because they're not regular hiccups. They're caused by, like, build-up in the face. Lovely. Yeah.
My day's been pretty shit. It's been alright, like, my Xbox subscription ran out,
Aha. Do you
then
need Xbox
Max
Live to play on Fortnite, or is it one of those games you can play without Xbox Live?
you need it, I think.
Alright.
But on Switch, online, you don't need it.
Oh, nice. I might play it again then. I don't know. I mean, I like Fortnite, but I'm nowhere near good enough to, like, win a match. So I feel like what's the point?
I spent like £40 on it.
So I feel like what's the point then? You know, like what's the point in playing it if I'm not going to win? And I know that's the wrong kind of mentality because it's supposed to be, you know, take part and enjoy, you know, the fun of playing the game. But there's like. But the game isn't fun because what I do is I find a fucking building and I hide in it until it shrinks, and then I find another building until it shrinks, and I keep doing that until I'm like in the last 5, and then some fucker builds a tower and snipes me. So, you know, that's the same thing that happens. So it's like, what dollar play?
Yeah, it's the sort of thing that it would be fun if you were good at it and you could actually kill people, even if you lost. But then, if you're that good, you win matches. So if you're not winning matches, that means you're not having fun.
Yeah, but if you were that good at it, like, you know, that would take practice. But you don't want to practice because you're not good at it. Like, that's the situation I'm in. Like, I could sit there and spend a long time getting good at Fortnite, but it's the last time I could, I don't know, shoot the shit
Play a
with my
game that you're
friends
really
playing
good at.
Bleach Soul Calibur.
Or a game that is still fun even if you're not good at.
Yeah, I'm not sure if this game is still fun when I'm getting my ass kicked. The level that I am putting off, the enemies can like take huge chunks of my health off. You know,
When
Okage's
I was a young child first playing Pokemon, I was terrible at it, but I still found it fun.
Whoa!
I don't
Matzo,
have
you're
it on my
saying?
Xbox, to be honest.
Oh, you
I
don't
can't
like
play
you don't
games.
like Xbox. Oh, you bought an Xbox to play with your friends, and you don't like Xbox.
No, I like it. It's just I don't know why I'm turning it on if I don't have gold.
Oh right. You know,
Oh,
you
Minecon
can
Earth
play
is on today.
games without Xbox Live Gold. You know.
I got it for the multiplayer aspect though.
Surely you own
Minecon is on
an
today.
Xbox game of some kind that you can play
I wonder
without.
I wonder what childish thing they have on today. It is 9 at night. No 7-year-old is allowed to stay up this late
Are you kidding?
to watch Minecon.
Are you kidding? Parents let the computers parent their children these days.
Fair enough.
You know, just
A designated guardian is the computer, isn't it?
yeah, hand them the
Who's hosting
iPad.
Minecon this year?
Hand the child the iPad. Load up a Johnny Yes Papa playlist, and just let the iPad
Guess who's
parent the
hosting?
child.
Guess who's hosting Minecon Earth this year?
Ninja. Oh wait, no, that's
No.
before Mac.
The bitch that knows nothing about boxing from the KSI versus Logan Paul match.
Who's that? I don't keep up with the drama.
They're talking about Minecon tomorrow. Jeez. Why am I watching this unironically?
Because you like Minecraft deep inside. and also
I don't
Both sides are made of little blocks.
you like Minecraft.
This week on
I shouldn't
Xbox.
have said deep inside because again that can be misinterpreted and that was unprofessional of me. Moving on.
Your heart
Oh,
made
you
of
tell me Hollow Knight.
craft blocks.
I think Hollow Knight is free this week or this month on Thingamabopper.
Hey Blank, your cousin's free
Um,
this month.
He's finally fully released. Right, I'm turning this thing off because
I don't know, if you're Blank you could
I'm
be
just
described
temping
as
myself
follow.
because I can't play multiplayer.
Well, you could watch the Twitch Pokemon repeats on Twitch Presents 2. That's what I'm putting on tonight to get to sleep.
I want to write a VPN through my entire network so I can watch Netflix on my Xbox.
That would be fun.
Well, considering how open source Xbox is right now, I bet I could get a VPN on it. Because they even allow websites that skim Kiss Anime and 9 Anime and stuff. To watch anime, and they have ads at the bottom of the web player.
I'm aware that there's a lot you can do with developer functions on Xbox One. I'm aware there is a fully thriving emulation scene in the developer part of Xbox.
Really?
Yeah,
gosh.
you can get Win PSC 10, which is a full blown PlayStation 1 emulator that runs games perfectly, and you can emulate some other old consoles as well. The only caveat is you have to buy a £15 Microsoft developer license, but once you've got that, you can just install emulators on your Xbox One and use them.
It's not bad.
As far as emulation emulation on modern consoles go, the Xbox One is the easiest console to get emulators onto, and you would think it would be the most locked down, but so long as you've got a Microsoft developer account, yeah, you can install any unsigned code. because Microsoft limits what like the software can do, like what it can access. So you can't like pirate like a huge modern Xbox One game. You can't like run it because it doesn't let you like have full access to everything. But you can use the developer functions to like build a fully working emulator of many old consoles. So look it up. There's a good channel actually on YouTube. I think it's Dominator spelt with an E01, I think. A person I'm subscribed to that constantly just uploads videos of different games being played on Xbox One developer emulators.
Through the App Store I'm looking through the App Store on Xbox. What do I find?
Mine
Fucking Fitbit app.
Craft. A Fitbit app for your Xbox. Nobody who plays Xbox is a fucking Fitbit user, alright?
I want someone to lift up of their Xbox and walk around the room holding it still plugged in.
Yeah, they're gonna get
Come on, Xbox, we're going for a walk.
They're gonna get the steps that it takes to get up to the other side of the room, pick up a bag of Doritos, come back to the chair and sit. That's my daily exercise for today.
I'll make your thing, I don't know. So, to be able to AirPlay, you know, like your phone, your iPhone onto your Xbox, how much does the app cost?
I don't know. What? AirPlay onto what?
So, you know the way you have AirPlay on iOS and like Chromecast and stuff?
Yeah.
It costs £16 to be able to do that.
Wow.
What else is there on this mind? Frick.
I'm sure you can do it for free if you buy like the £15 license. You can probably do it for free with like third-party developed like dev code and cracked store apps and stuff like that. Probably do it.
Yeah. And the Xbox App Store is just filled with Tom and Jerry family comedy TV shows, My Hero Academia videos, watch free, Goosebumps scary horror videos, Bobby's World cartoons for kids.
Wait. Is this My Hero Academia videos? So not even the episodes, just videos.
King of the Hill cartoons.
It bothers me.
Sherlock
because,
Holmes free classic videos.
These mobile phone style apps you're describing, like they're part and parcel of the problem.
Yeah.
They're part and parcel of the problem with Android and iOS, right? And now they're on console as well. Just depressing.
Oh Jesus! Guess what I just found now? A cryptocurrency miner for the Xbox One.
That's allowed. Wow.
Yes. Calcucraft. What is Calcucraft?
It's fake Minecraft.
Calculate the quadrants between the Nether and the overworld in Minecraft.
Oh.
Who is ever
And
going
you have to pay for this?
Like, no, it's free.
Oh, good, because seriously, whoever can't count 8 fucking blocks per one block is an idiot. I mean, that's how far it is. Like, for a block in the Nether is like 8 blocks in like the real world, well, the real Minecraft world. You know what? I might actually be wrong now, and this app might actually be useful.
Gintama anime humans versus aliens free.
Wait.
Hunter x Hunter
humans
anime
versus
free.
aliens. I mean, technically, Gintama is humans versus aliens.
Well, it's more humans than aliens versus shit people.
Shit aliens.
I'm just looking for a VPN. BFF bot friendship test.
Some of them are this shit humans.
Underrain. What is Underrain?
An Underrain.
Underrain is the app. Is an app created with using Unity. Underrain plays memory from the Undertale OST. Oh, okay. Oh wow. I just find the best thing ever.
Kentucky
The
Fried
joy of painting. Tutorial videos.
tutorial video.
Bob Ross. Bob Ross.
Bob Ross app. You may joke, but there is a Bob Ross board game. And I want it.
It comes with a set of paints.
I'm not sure.
Wait, why is there an Irish transport tracker?
In case you have to track your transport in Ireland. Obviously.
Check your Irish transporters.
Ooh.
Transport.
Irish taxi driver. There he is.
Transport Irish trackers.
The Magic School Bus free videos. The vegan cookbook on Xbox.
Oh, come on.
Oh, sorry, what's that? Let me just run upstairs, check, and come down again to the kitchen.
What? Hold on. Are there any vegans who play Xbox? Like, I thought
vegans everywhere now.
I thought the only people who played Xbox were like white men who eat bacon.
Yeah, well, there's still some white men who eat pretend bacon on Xbox.
I played Xbox with some different races men.
I just
Races. Veganism is a race now.
I just can't believe for a second that there is a hipster who owns an Xbox. An Xbox 360 maybe, yeah, because Xbox 360 is retro. I love those video games, like Halo. But I don't believe for a second that, like, there's a hipster that owns an Xbox One.
I disagree, but not from purposely getting the Xbox. Someone bought the Xbox for him, and he was like ironic in using it. Yeah. Usually when people
Subtitle convert, and the picture the picture for it shows the different file types that it converts to. .vtt, .as, and .srt.
Yes, .as is a subtitle format.
Why do you need to convert subtitles in your Xbox? Compilation videos. Oh, and they even have the little, you know, all those videos or those apps that have like that I was talking about that have all like these free videos beside them or on them. That I was talking about. They all have this like little asterisk sign, as if like they have in-app purchases.
Maybe they do have in-app purchases. Maybe the
ad-free.
Yeah, maybe the in-app purchase is no ads.
No ads and unlock the next 30 seconds of the last episode.
I would hate to make something and then have it ad supported. That would kill me. You know, except for YouTube content, of course.
What is this? I just found the Subway app for checking your sub points.
Well, you never know. You might live right near a Subway and think, you know, today I'm gonna have a meatball marinara footlong. Can I pay for this with my Subway points? And of course you're gonna think, can I have a meatball marinara, you know, footlong, because that is the best footlong. You know what I used to do? I used to say,
marinara.
I used to say, make me a meatball marinara footlong, and they'd go, because it was hard to put all the meat in there and the juice. They go, and then I'd say, with double meat. They go, and I go, double cheese, toasted. And they go, you're a madman. I'd be like, yes, I am a madman. I am a mad fat man. Yeah. I don't eat at Subway anymore.
I could tell from your story.
When the
if you ordered that before you got into properly explaining it, they'd ask you what bread.
True.
And they'd be completely kind of dull and unresponsive to everything you said.
Wait, why is there a zip opener on Xbox if you can't even download files off Microsoft Edge?
Wait, what? An unzipper?
Yeah, a zip file, like a zip archiver.
Maybe there is a way to do
Well, it's even simpler than that. If you are transferring files across and you want to save space in doing it, you can still transfer zipped files across to your Xbox.
Are they saying like you could zip your save files before you transfer them off the console? Because I mean that could be useful, I guess. But you could also, I don't know, transfer them off the console and then zip them when you get them to your PC. Seems like a bit of busy work. You know.
Or it could use to save lots and lots of data on your ultra-packed memory stick that you're moving across to your Xbox, and you've got it all zipped, so you put it onto your Xbox zipped and you unzip it on your Xbox.
Oh.
Yo, dude, I heard you like zips, so we put a zip in a zip so you can unzip while you unzip.
Yes.
Speaking of
unzipping,
Xbox has so many bad reviews. Too many ads.
For an unzipper?
No, for Crunchyroll.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, too many ads on Crunchyroll. That is always a complaint of mine.
One of the titles is using Crunchyroll for the first and final time.
Like, they don't even have, like, Gundam in the UK.
Damn it.
Like, I don't know. This is getting too cringy. G-Portal game servers for Xbox games like Conan Exiles, Pixark, and many more.
Many more.
Many more. How many is many?
Get your private G-Portal game server for Xbox games. It's just the same description above as it is down below.
So is Conan Exiles finished yet? Because the last time I saw it, it was in early access, and the developers censored it on console as well. Originally, you could walk around with your wang hanging out. You can't anymore. I think on PC it's still uncensored though. I remember Twitch, like, Twitch seemed to do absolutely nothing about it at the time. I think it's banned now on Twitch, but Twitch did nothing about it at the time, and you know there was so many streams of just people running around as female characters, you know, with their Robertsons out, just like
a naked woman. Is that the game that people like that? Like I saw Summit 1G out, like I don't know, out in like the middle of nowhere, naked in a game.
Yeah, that was Conan Exiles. But, you know, as far as I'm concerned, there's only one good Conan game. There's only one good Conan game to me, and that's the 2007, I think.
I just realized something about the. I just realized how all these apps are getting onto the actual Xbox App Store.
Yeah.
These are all apps, like these are all like apps that are designed to go to one specific website.
Yeah.
Huh.
Those apps exist to serve you ads, and Microsoft has like no quality control.
So that means when it's running through the actual, what would you call it? When it's running through the checker to see if, you know, it's got, you know, whatever it may have in it, which is against the terms of service or whatever, then I'm guessing they just see, oh, it's just a web browser thing. No, we'll pass that.
You know, I wonder how good that checking thing is. Because, I mean, there was a photo viewer app some time back on Xbox One. It was a photo viewer app. It was called Photo Viewer. And it could open image files. And the creator hid it. So if you press a specific button combination when loading a picture, it boots into a Nintendo 64 emulator. And, like, Microsoft didn't catch it. So I'm just wondering, like, what the procedure is. for app testing, if they have like a method of checking what's in the app.
What is this? 69p for an app, which is a book called. Well, it's just so it's 69p to read a book on the Xbox One, which is literally just a PDF file.
I'm gonna start my Xbox to read books.
That only opens one. Only opens one.
You know, I have a theory why there's so many mobile apps, right? Is it a case of these apps are built for like Windows Mobile, and then Windows Mobile apps can be run on the Xbox One? Because I mean,
it's because
that's the only logical reason why you'd have like PDF reader on the fucking Xbox One.
See, what's it called? The Windows Phone, the Xbox One, and Windows 10 are all run off the Windows, what is it? Universal platform, that's what it is.
Yeah.
So, that means that anything that's on Xbox can be ran on, can be run on Windows 10, and anything on the Windows, which also explains why there is sometimes, if you tap on a random app, you'll see, screenshots for the, that look like they're taken on a phone.
Yeah, mobile version screenshots.
The best Tokyo Ghoul anime app ever. 1. Over 30 plus anime to watch from. 2. Pause, play, rewind, fast forward. 3.
Oh my
full
god.
screen support. 4. Multitasking with smart apps.
Features from Betamax players from the 80s. Wow!
5. In-app purchase. How is that a good thing?
Yeah, why would you advertise that? That's like going to a bank and them saying, opening fee!
What?
You want to open an account? There's a fee! That's what it would be like.
At the bottom it says, you and your kids will love these series. Get this app. Do it now.
You and your kids will love these series. Series such as Boku no Pico, Rotsuki
What's
Doji,
that?
La Beluga, and many more. If you don't know, don't worry about it. Don't worry your little head about it. It's fine.
People in my school are mad. We were laying our phones at one time in science, and my friend put on hallway monitor heaven.
What's that?
It's
Do I want to know?
hentai.
Oh right, I do want to know. Okay, cool. I'll look it up.
I think that's what it's called.
Hallway
I
monitor
can double
heaven.
check
Okay.
because
No, don't double check.
it's okay
You're
because
Andrew now.
I'll be
Goodbye.
checking on my I'll be checking on my Xbox anyway. No one uses this other than me.
That's the point. Let it be known that I do not condone the actions that Matsuo performed. Okay, that's the legalese out of the way.
I'm not actually watching it. I'm just checking it. Like
That's
I'm not
besides the point. Oh my god.
I'm just making sure for you. Is it?
Don't say for. Look. Are you trying to? You trying to ruin my life?
No.
Okay.
I think it's some other thing. I don't know.
Oh shit! Marco's
Yeah, I
been
don't
in
know.
the chat, and I haven't even been paying attention to it. I'm so fucking terrible. Marco, I'm sorry.
Hello, Marco.
Marco says, "How's it going, guys? It's going well. All things considered."
Yeah, I don't know what it's called.
I've got tomorrow off work, and I've got a lot more free time next week. So I'm going to use it towards
What are your plans?
I'm gonna work on my new web series, Real Asia, which is gonna be a masterpiece of epic proportions. It's gonna make me famous. There's gonna be a point where people know me as Real Asia and not Escape Route British. Like, seriously.
Aww.
Yeah, yes and no are. Like, I want success. I want to do something that I will enjoy doing and have success with. And I think Real Asia is my calling. I'll still be doing Sushi Bites as Escape Route British, of course.
Yay.
Sushi Bites is one of my favourite things to
Become
work
what
on.
with Farmer? What's this?
Sushi Bites is
Farming
basically...
Simulator 19 Premium Edition pre-order. Oh my god.
What?
Farming Simulator.
Yeah.
To pre-order
Don't act
is
surprised.
£80.
Wait, what?
Oh my gosh, this trailer actually looks amazing.
£80?
For a farming game, this looks amazing.
That's gotta be because of licenses. Maybe they've got, like, licensed farming tech.
Yeah, they do. They have like New Hollands and John Deeres and stuff.
Yeah. That's what it will be. That's why that will be $80. Holy shit, that's a lot of money.
Oh, of course they have a John Deere in the bloody trailer. If she's not blue, she won't do. That's what everybody in my country says. Because Blue's New Holland, apparently they're the best. Oh, they finally added horses to the game.
Oh, great.
We've
My
only had
favorite.
sheep, pigs, and cows. And now you can get dogs in the game too.
I played a farming simulator once. It was open world, which was surprising. I think it was made in Unity, or it might have been made in Unreal Engine. It was visually stunning. I mean, seriously, these like farming simulator games are visually stunning games. But mechanically, I don't know how real it is for real farming. But it's boring as hell.
But it's more based on like farming hardware than, you know, actual farming with animals.
I want to like grow stuff. I want to grow stuff and like get milk from cows.
Yeah, that's basically what it's based off of, just growing stuff.
Because I mean, you know, I can get all that from Harvest Moon, and the characters are cute, and there's usually a good soundtrack.
Teen Titans Go cartoon. No, it's Teen Titans Go icon says Teen Titans cartoons action and adventure. Oh, guess what? I just worked something out.
What?
So the last thing I read out to you was Blue Exorcist.
Yeah.
This one is Teen Titans.
Yeah.
This is best Teen Titans Go cartoon app ever. Over 60 plus cartoons to watch from. Pause, play, rewind, forward.
It's the same
Full
description.
screen support. Oh, in-app purchase. You can remove the ads forever.
Nice.
Ring any bells?
Yeah. They didn't even.
Oh, the screenshots. This is best Teen Titans Go ever app ever. It's a picture of the original Teen Titans.
Picture of the original Teen Titans, but it's a Teen Titans Go app. So the person making it didn't even know what the fucking show was that they were making an app for. Oh my god. Or maybe they're making a statement, you know, like, the only real Teen Titans to me is Teen Titans. Which is a very valid point to make, but I don't think that's what's happening.
You and your kids will love these series.
Yeah. Me and my kids will love these series. What series? Blue Exorcist. Teen Titans Go. You and your kids will love these series. Stream Breaking Bad.
Your kids love these series.
Stream X-Files.
Breaking Bad. What's like something that would be like not really for kids? That this company doesn't have for.
You and your
Wait, there's a
you and
color
your
by
kids will
number
love
app
this
on
series.
Xbox One.
Family Guy, South Park, probably a good example.
Oh wait, King of the Hill's an app on here. Let me check that. See if that says anything.
See if it says the same thing. To be fair, King of the Hill is a good program, but I don't think kids are going to get the nuanced humor. I mean,
Nope.
I could be wrong. Kids might get the nuance.
Cyber Chase. I remember playing the game for that ages ago in primary school.
The game for what?
Yeah. It was like Cyber Chase. It was like some it was some sort of like
Scooby-Doo
weird
and Cyber
RPG
Chase.
thing. There.
Oh, not Scooby-Doo in the Cyber Chase.
Hmm?
You're not talking about Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase.
No, it's just called Cyber Chase. It was on
Alright.
CBS or something. I think.
Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase is a Scooby-Doo movie where they get sucked into a video game and have to fight video game versions of old foes that they fought in the show. It's really good,
cool.
by the way, and people say it's shit, but they're idiots who don't know that it's good. Like, Cat Icarus is just
Sword
as
Art
dumb as-
Online. Okay, now this has some questionable moments in it. I'm guessing. Yeah, okay, this is the same.
You and your kids will love Sword Art Online. Just ask.
Yep.
Just ask our resident Sword Art Online fan, Matso.
Because of the moment in the house where they start stripping down.
Oh, nice.
Your
Should I
kids
be watching
love
Sword Art
these
Online?
series. Hmm?
Should I be watching Sword Art Online? You said stripping down. That got me excited.
Yes.
Oh, Ken Patchy, leave me alone, you little prick.
I bought the novel. I bought the novel. Right? I didn't even flick through it. I was like, yep, okay, I want to buy this. So I take it up to the counter and I buy it. Next day I bring it into school to read it. My friend asks, oh, can I see this? And there's very questionable picture near the front. Because at the front there's like loads of pictures, but I skipped all the pictures and just started reading like the actual book,
Yeah.
which actually was really boring. The book was so boring. But my friend flicks through it. He sees like a picture. I'm like, oh jeez. And it's just one of the. It's just one of the main characters standing practically naked.
Maybe I should find out more.
Yes. Devilman
Ken
Crybaby's
Patchy,
weird too. There is some questionable moments in it too. So, your kids will love women standing in their underwear, basically, is what this company's trying to say.
Women standing in their underwear, that's perfectly normal for anyone to be interested.
This looks like a hentai. Oh, over 25 plus anime to watch from. It looks like a hentai.
Do they not mean
Your
you need
kids
to be
will love
over...
these series.
Do they not mean you have to be over 25 to watch them?
Growth to adulthood. Yep, this is the... Like I said, it was a misunderstanding. Why is she doing this? Both very... I don't know. These are all with the same company.
Of course.
Interstellar Apps.
Interstellar apps. There's nothing stellar about them.
Hmm.
Ah, the ice has melted now.
Pardon me.
Ah.
The Xbox App Store. An amazing... I don't know... fuckload of random shite.
Oh man, that's so good.
Oh, here we go. I found the King of the Hill one. Let's see here.
Your kid.
Yup,
You
okay.
and your
Over
kids will love this.
250 cartoons to watch from.
Oh god.
Your kids will love these series. I forget it.
Description the same? Wow, what a coinky dink.
This app is literally just screaming to Microsoft, pay us money for our piracy app.
Yeah. But it's got to the point where, you know, they serve lots of ads, they actually make so much money that, you know, the copyright holders are like, yeah, give us a cut. And we will turn the other way to this use of our copyrighted material.
Sherlock. Your kids will love these series.
Sherlock. Like BBC's Sherlock.
It says best
Bernard.
Sherlock Holmes modern era from BBC video app ever.
Right, with what's his name?
Watch the whole series.
Is that a threat? Watch the whole series. Or else.
Yeah.
I have a funny feeling that this is the level I got up to the last time I played this game and stopped. And the time before it, actually.
I had to unjailbreak my Switch again so I can play Fortnite.
Uh-huh. I haven't turned my Switch on since before that, like, Nintendo Switch Direct.
Which one?
The one that was like, this is what the online's gonna be like.
Oh, that one.
That one. Like, I haven't turned my Switch on since then.
The one with Isabella or Isabella?
Yeah,
whatever her
Isabelle
name
and
is?
Smash.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
I haven't turned my Switch on since then. Probably.
Minecon is
Probably
still
died, and I need to
wow,
like retether it.
They're trying to build stuff in real life. Oh no, they're trying to craft shit. They're trying. It's like they're trying to do stuff like crafting table.
Wait! You're watching Minecon again?
No, I'm looking at like you can watch like you know, if you like hover over something.
Oh,
you
like
can,
a
see
preview of it on like the Xbox dashboard or whatever.
Yeah. Because Mixer's pre-installed because we're
Oh
Microsoft.
yeah,
and
Mixer.
we want
Microsoft
to
owns
all our
Mixer, doesn't
bullshit and stuff.
I tried using, well, I didn't try using Mixer. I've got an account on Mixer. I mean, I've tried watching.
Yeah,
on
if you
Mixer.
make an Xbox account now, you have a Mixer account. So.
Yeah. Well, you see, the thing is, I was going to use Mixer, but I didn't like how complicated it was to make like an activity board so people could like interact with your stream. Like, it's super complicated. All I wanted to do was build like a soundboard that would play like YouTube clips. So if someone pressed a button, it would go like, R2 do you is fucking, or something like that. And you'd go, ha 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 ha. And viewers would be able to click it and get like a clip play. Like Sushi could just like press a button that goes very very funny, you know, that sort of thing. But it
Or
was
like,
so complicated to set up.
EX stories.
It was like so complicated to set up.
So, right. Xbox comes with a whole pile of bullshit pre-installed.
Of
Basically, bloatware on a console.
course. Yeah,
That's what it is.
Yeah, of course. Of course it does. They have all
Xbox
those
original
partners.
avatars, Xbox accessories, Xbox Assist, Xbox Insider Hub,
Xbox
one guide.
inside your home.
Mixer, File Explorer, and Cortana, and Microsoft Edge.
File Explorer on an Xbox. File Explorer, like
Cortana, yeah.
they're obviously not gonna let you look at like internals with an Xbox File Explorer.
Oh, File Explorer? Let me check.
Like, there's no way they're gonna let you do like an ice
3D.
shower.
Oh wow, this looks exactly like Windows 10. 3D objects, documents, favorites, pictures, videos, music, downloads, and app mods.
3D objects. Why?
So maybe you can download stuff then.
Is someone gonna hook up like a 3D printer to their Xbox or some shit? Actually, you know what? Somebody probably has.
Well, let me just go into Fortnite, download or copy one of the assets to my 3D objects and hook up my 3D printer.
You know, they're not gonna let you into the internals of any app at all. That file explorer. That's the thing I hate the most about like when consoles and mobiles are like file explorer. It's like, yeah, but you can't do shit. At least Android, you know, file explorer.
Yeah,
you can go anywhere.
Oh, I accidentally brought up the Google Assistant. There we go. Right.
Hey Google, fuck you. There is no need for this language. I often thank Google when it does stuff for me.
Google's meh.
I don't know who this character is. I've actually bumped into a Bleach character I don't recognize. Looks a bit like Bleach again.
Oh, wow. I'm on Snapchat, and now ERB sounds like a robot.
Beep boop. Party robot, now my head can spin. I've been around a million years, let the party begin. Don't laugh. It's like a robot. it's not even my rap. It's from Gone Guru. No, you sound like a robot.
I've been very bored recently.
Very bored?
So, I'm thinking about downloading Unity or something tomorrow. Or maybe Unreal Engine. I have not made up my mind.
Well, if you want, like, suggestions of games to develop in Unity, I got a great suggestion. I can give you a theme. You could make a game about dogs.
Dogs?
Yeah, you could make like a dog game. Like you can choose whether that's like a dog running around or you playing as a dog, or if there's some sort of dog-themed element in the game.
I have an idea.
I've played
like
some...
a Telltale-based dog game. A game where you control a dog, which makes decisions.
Max will remember this.
So, depending on what you choose, you could have like a 5-year-old, right, who is one of the owners of the dog.
Right.
Let's say that pastors the dog. You could decide to, oh, I'm gonna viciously attack the child. Oh, I'm going to love the child. Oh, I'm going to ignore the child.
You viciously attack the child, and then the owner comes along and says, "No, they're true. They really are violent dog breeds. You're gonna have to get put down. Game over." Oh, what a sad story! What a story!
Oh yeah, and then the whole point then is you trying to either get back to your owners, or avoid getting put down.
Avoid the dog catcher.
Dog catcher.
Bork, bork. Here comes the dog catcher.
See, the best thing about having a dog is the main protagonist. You don't need a voice actor.
No, you just use Microsoft Sound. Bork, bork. I am dog.
No, you can just have a dog running about. Like,
Garfield.
I have an idea of what I want to do now. Like a Telltale based.
Riki-san! How's it going? I wondered when you'd... It's alright, I'm not actually that far further than where I was. What I decided to do was go replay a bunch of old levels to level up, because Rukia was getting her ass handed to her. But, yeah, I'm kicking some butt now. I think. Oh, Hitsugaya. Pretty good, how are you, man? A little bit tired, because I've had 2 work days in a row. Like, you'd go like, oh, 6 hours, that's not much, but when you're, like, facing a shop, it's really just dull. Like, I think that's the main issue, is just that it's dull. I have like, no complaints with my job. Like, there's not much going on at the moment. Because the shop is so busy, like, the jobs that I have to do are so very, like...
There's so many families buying the discounted cleaner.
Yeah. Discounted cleaners are doing well. Of course they are.
Oh, I just realized you can play the orange box.
The orange box?
Yeah, it has Portal, TF2, Life is Strange Episode 1, and...
Orange box doesn't have Life is Strange.
Half-Life 2.
The orange box doesn't have Life is Strange.
It has Life is Strange Episode 1.
No, the orange box does not have Life is Strange.
I thought it did.
No, completely different companies, completely different era. Like, Orange Box is 2007. Like, Life is Strange is like 2011. No, newer, like 2015.
Hired by Source. I can't wait to play some Portal. I'm gonna play some Portal while I talk to you.
Gonna run away from your bankai,
Yeah,
Hitsugai.
I thought I read Life is Strange, but I actually read Half-Life 2, Half-Life 2 Episode 1, and Half-Life 2 Episode 2. My bad.
Half-Life 2 Episode 1, Episode 2, Half-Life 2, Portal, and Team Fortress 2. That's what's on Orange.
Yeah.
You don't get the best Half-Life 2, Half-Life 2 Lost Coast. That's PC exclusive. Exclusive.
World premiere.
World premiere. Hey, I'm just gonna go to the shop to get some milk. Do you need anything? It started with a trip to the shop to get some milk. Master Chief in.
Tesco's.
That would be good. Trip to Tesco's. The game's going to cost $80 because
No,
of the
Tesco's has been taken over by aliens. What do we do? What the heck?
The heck?
Okay, there's a toilet. It's like an inmate. I don't know. Portal.
Oh, yeah, the room you start in has a toilet. I'm like, wait, what? There's a toilet, what? You're talking about Paul.
Oh my gosh, Microsoft Sam is talking.
Hello. It appears you haven't bought Xbox Gold.
It appears you have not bought Microsoft Gold. Your Xbox has now been infected with malware. For antivirus, you must repurchase Microsoft Gold. Oh.
Microsoft Gold.
Hello, me. I see myself.
See yourself?
Out of hell.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Where do I do not know. Somewhere.
I don't know. I see myself in Japan.
Peter Pan?
No, Japan. I suppose I could be like Japanese Peter Pan. That works.
Oh. I think I see myself, probably, working in an office.
Working in an office. That's not bad. Office working is a good goal. Don't see yourself working in retail, mate. Trust me. You can do and deserve better than retail.
I just got myself stuck.
Stuck.
I am trapped.
You are stuck.
Oh, never mind. I is stuck-ted.
I have got the
Stuck-ted.
stock. Oh, there isn't enough of an echo on that. Stock. S-T-U-C-C.
How does one get out of this area? Let me out. Thank you, game. And then in we go. Oh, never mind. I just got the block stuck in the exact same area.
You know, I'm really excited that you are playing a wonderful tech demo called Portal.
Yes.
Not a full game. I'm one of those boring people that hates Portal.
I don't know why, but this game always creeps me out.
Creeps you out? What the hell out of me?
You know, I think like Portal creeps you out.
I'll tell you what creeps me out about Portal. How many people consider it one of the best games of all time? That's what creeps me out.
What creeps me out is one, how do you end up in this place?
Well, presumably you're
Why
created.
is...
Presumably you're created. I mean, like, isn't there sort of like an implication that you're a that you're like a testing robot, as it were, that tests the. I mean, that's the feeling I get. I don't know whether that's necessarily true. Oh shit! I'm fighting Gen Ryusai. Hey, ERB, have you checked out Yamamoto's bankai yet?
I'm gonna go to the orange box.
Maybe I'll get to see his bankai. Do I want to see his bankai?
The only thing I like about the orange box is, or the only portal I'd like to Portal 2. What?
Portal 2 is its own separate game, and dare I say it, Portal 2 is actually a game where I would not give the same kind words to Portal 1. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
I'm dead.
I love Portal 2. It's so annoying. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people I could be playing with right now.
Wants me to
But
start
one you're
level
streaming.
again.
And 2, I don't have gold. Ugh.
I swear this game just wants you to
Someday soon I'm gonna get more I'm gonna get more Xbox credit and buy some Telltale games. If Telltale Games is now closed, where will the profit go to for the games?
As far as I understand it, Telltale Games is still open. The company will still get the money from the games, as well as the cut Microsoft gets from you buying them on Microsoft's platform. Until the company is, well, even if the company went bankrupt and were sold off to a firm, to what is it, an administrator's firm, the administrators would be receiving the money from the game sales. It's not like you could open up a torrent and download a load of Telltale games and there wouldn't be any repercussions. But at the same time, I very much doubt they would, like, come down on your ass. during all this because they got more important things to deal with. That said, if you downloaded a torrent of, say, the DRM-free versions of Telltale games from GOG.com, they wouldn't know.
Is GOG a free download website, or what is it?
GOG.com is a website where you can purchase and download DRM-free versions of games.
Oh. So essentially they've just pirated a game?
No. They haven't pirated the game.
It's licensed?
Yeah, it's all licensed. The companies sell their games on the GOG.com platform. And one of the stipulations of GOG.com is that all items must be priced the same around the world. So if something is $10, you can't charge it as £10 in the UK. It has to be like £7.50 or whatever it works out to. And the other major stipulation is it has to not carry DRM. GOG.com games do not carry DRM. And,
so you could buy Sonic Mania on there?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Sonic Mania's on there. Pretty sure, I think. Wait, no. Sonic Mania might not be because Sega has a partnership with Denuvo at the moment. Which is why so many great Sega games are being ruined by Denuvo. Yakuza, for instance.
Yakuza.
Yeah, Yakuza 0 on PC has Denuvo. It doesn't get in the way though. I mean, it was a rough launch for Yakuza 0, but I don't think it was Denuvo's fault. I think Denuvo might have been stopping the game from launching properly.
I don't know why, but when I hear the word Denuvo, I always think of Lenovo.
No. One is a company that produced my wonderful, awesome mobile phone. And the other one is Denuvo.
Laptop.
Yeah, laptops that can survive being thrown down the stairs. Believe me, I've tested it.
Not mine.
Oh,
not mine.
My ThinkPad survived falling down the stairs. The only thing that happened was the hard drive came flying out of the side of the laptop. Slotted the hard drive back in and worked a treat. So, you know. I guess I've had a different experience with Lenovo than you have.
Yeah, probably. Is GOG.com... Can I get games from there for Mac?
There might be some Mac games on there. I'm pretty sure they do Windows, Mac, and Linux, but the Mac and Linux selection is lower.
Well, Mac is based off Linux.
Freaky-san says, so any plans for the next games you're doing? No real plans at the moment. I'm not sure if I'll finish this. It depends if I can actually, you know, not die on every boss. So much.
Jeez, it's 10 o'clock.
Yeah. I was thinking about going until 11. Thereabouts.
Yes.
And then I'll put soy on and go to sleep. Not that soy sends me to sleep. I wouldn't dare say anything as nasty as that about my own friend. I'd like to see you play it, to be honest. Yeah, I'd like to see me play through this. It's just I got to Yamamoto and he kicked my butt. But of course he did, because he's Yamamoto, but... Like, Yamamoto kicked my butt. If I knew what each of the, like, items and spells did, like, maybe I'd have a chance to beat this. I'm surprised that there's no, fan-made translation, you know, for this game, because it obviously needs one.
What is this that The Verge has just put up? Former Telltale devs shared the best GIFs you never saw. They revealed, like, Easter eggs or something?
The best gifts I never saw.
Goofs. GOOFs.
Oh. Goofs. Like mistakes.
Yeah.
Ah, right. I was about to say, I thought you were saying, like, they show the best gifts you've never seen. It's like, that is a big claim to make, you know. I'm sure I haven't seen a lot of gifs of cute kittens, like, doing stupid things, and they're probably better gifts than anything Telltale will do.
Speaking of kittens,
Meow.
your bot, or secret bot, I
Yeah.
need to do something about
Well,
that.
you need to let me know how exactly hosting one works, because I'm happy to host it from my my IP address.
Alright,
So, like,
I
run
could
it
send
on
you
my
over the
laptop
code
in the
and walk you
background.
through it.
Excellent.
Maybe tomorrow, yeah?
Yeah, and then what I'll do is I'll just run it on my laptop whenever, like, my laptop is on. So that way we've got a bot that can post cat pictures.
Alright.
I just want a bot that when I'm having a bad moment, I can just, like, type cat and then a cat appears.
I was thinking about adding in something for memes as well, but
No, the whole point of the bot is that it just posts pictures of cats.
yeah.
Because the problem with that cat bot that I had was that it did all other things like C.image, and it picked up like images from Google Images, and it picked up Giphy images. And you see, the thing is, it's so easy for like someone to come in and use that bot to post something that I don't want posted on my Discord. Like like something adult, you know.
Yeah.
So, you know, if it's just getting a random cat from, like, catpictures.org or whatever, you know, like, there's no way it can post something that's untoward or bad. Because it's picking from a source that I know is completely vetted. Ah!
Oh. There's, you know, there's meant to be like a Stranger Things game coming out from
Yeah,
Telltale.
from Telltale, yeah.
Some company is trying to pull together like Telltale staff, or yeah,
To make it, yeah.
to try and make the game.
I've heard, but I can't remember who it was that was trying to snap up Telltale devs. But there was somebody, yeah.
Devolver Digital.
Oh, Devolver Digital. I would not say no to a Devolver Digital Stranger Things game made by ex-Telltale devs. Yeah.
What is Devolver Digital?
Devolver Digital is a publisher that have published games like Hotline Miami and Hotline Miami 2. A couple of other major hits that I can't think of any off the top of my head. They publish mainly indie games, stuff that would have difficulty getting published otherwise.
Ah.
That's kind of their thing. They're sort of
So
no,
like ketchup then.
they're like no nonsense. They like to publish stuff that is cool. Like they're sort of their mindset is we'll publish stuff that's cool. They post a
We'll
lot
publish
of
stuff that we play.
not much stuff that I would play outside of maybe Hotline Miami, because that's cool.
No, I mean like they'd publish stuff that like the people that work there would play.
Yeah, people that work there would play just sort of low-level indie stuff that's bound to get a few sales. I think they might have been the publisher of Roundabout, which was a game where you play as a taxi that spins. I think they were the publisher of that.
Attack is live.
I've been playing a lot of Insane Trilogy recently.
Hmm?
He's been playing a lot of Insane Trilogy recently.
Him?
Yeah.
He's been playing it a lot. He's playing it now, actually.
Yeah. It's a shame. I've really sort of fallen out of contact with Attack. He's great. Maybe I should.
Yeah, he's
Maybe I should swing
really
by and
chill
say
guy.
hello.
Yeah, he switched to Twitch now.
Oh, right.
He had a really great following, but now it's really dipped down because he wanted to start from scratch.
Well, you see, the thing is, his viewership came because he used to play Minecraft, and like,
Yeah.
he really memed it up with Minecraft. It was like, we're going to build a wall, guys. You know, he just like built a
That's
fucking
whenever
wall.
that's whenever I find him. The wall.
Yeah, but you see, that was what made Attack fun. Was just like his deadpan. We're going to build a wall, guys.
Yeah.
That was what made Attack fun. So
Yeah.
I really need to reconnect with him
He's
because
really-
I know that his fans are clamoring for Dead Island again with me.
Yeah. I want it really bad too.
Of course you do.
I'm sure Josh would want it.
Maybe he and I could do Dead Island Definitive Edition.
Yeah.
Like
Oh.
he likes to do 12-hour streams, so we could do like 12 hours of Dead Island Definitive Edition. That would be insane. But
Yeah.
I'm not opposed.
I can tell he's up for a collab with you.
What? What? What did you
You
say?
got a bit cut off there.
What was it you said?
For some reason you're getting cut off on my end.
What was it you said before then? Something about collab. I could tell him and then I
Yeah.
didn't get the rest. What was it?
Maybe I could forward him on the message.
No. I don't want to say like, yeah, we'll definitely do it, and then like, well, actually.
Alright.
Come on,
Yeah, because
bro.
he gave you mod role still on his server.
Yeah. That I have never exercised. Riki-san says, which Zanpakuto is your favorite one? Good question. I would say Wabisuke, because I like the idea of everyone I hit doubling in weight every time I hit them. You know, I could let some really sprightly asshole know what it's like to be a big, heavy, fat ass like me, just by hitting them a few times with the sword. I like Wabisuke's power. It's fun. It brings everybody to their knees and makes them kneel.
Attack's gone quite mad recently.
How so? I mean, he always has been, right? But how so?
Yeah. But I mean, saved up so much money. So.
And then what did he do with that money? Matzo has disappeared. Wild Matzo has fled.
My mic's gone weird.
Wild Matzo has fled.
Can you hear me? No.
I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Hello. Hello.
I can hear you now.
Yay. Couldn't hear you.
I can hear you
Yeah, that
now.
was weird.
Take away the biggest part of me. Woo-hoo.
So yeah. Mac was like, I'm gonna buy a big £3,000 computer.
And what is he using the computer for? Is he playing Insane Trilogy on the computer, or is he playing on the PS4?
PS4 Pro.
So he's playing on the PS4 Pro. He bought a super powerful supercomputer. He's playing
Yep.
Crash on the PS4 Pro.
Yep. So he has a Switch he never uses. He has a PC which is like overpriced, and he has a PS4 that he uses way more than the PC.
Yamamoto-san! No! Genryusai-san! I'm sorry,
Someone,
Genryusai-san!
Sans! No! Papyrus, no!
I'm sorry, Genryusai-san! No, don't do it! Oh.
Which Zanpakuto is your favorite one?
Which Zanpakuto is your favorite?
What is that?
It's the swords in Bleach. I answered Wabisuke because Wabisuke is awesome. Wabisuke doubles the weight of anything it touches. So the more you hit someone with Wabisuke, the more they weigh. So you use it basically to make people go down on their knees in front of you, make them bow. Like, imagine having that kind of power.
Boy to me, child.
What?
Any CEX stories?
No. I was in CEX recently. I bought some stuff. I chatted with Sam, a guy who's been in our chat every now and then, occasionally watches. Talking with him about my upcoming Asian movie review project, and he gave me some leads for film theory that I can check out. Like, he told me to check up Todorov's theory of narrative equilibrium, which I've looked into, and it's interesting, and it can be useful for Real Asia. Shit, I named my video project.
What are you gonna do for Real Asia then?
What? What am I doing?
What's gonna be like your first thing?
Read or Die is the first movie. The Read or Die OVA, 3 episodes. It's...
Do you like anime on there?
Yeah, it's anime. Read or Die.
Ah. Oh yeah, that thing, is it like the teacher thing about it? You were talking to me about?
Talking about, yeah, the childish teacher who reads books all the time.
Kills people or something?
Yeah. She's got a license to kill. She's a spy who can control paper.
Yeah.
A part-time teacher.
Like a sequel to something.
Yeah, there's an anime series follow-up. The reason for picking Read or Die is because it's something that really doesn't have much of a story, so I don't have to spend a long time doing, like, story theory for the first episode. It's like, I'd rather do something that's really simple. Your mic's dying again.
With Fortnite and memes and satisfying, but the things that are satisfying aren't even satisfying.
Fortnite memes and things that aren't satisfying is all I got. Oh man.
It's so Snapchat is currently filled with Fortnite memes and things that are meant to be satisfying.
But are not. Okay, I get it.
Yeah. And one of the most popular trends right now is people taking a bar of soap, cutting lengthways and then cross the ways and then cutting down the ways, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So like the whole thing just comes off in like tiny cubes. But I don't see that as I don't see that as satisfying. I see that as a health like a health and safety risk.
I think it's meant to be like it's aesthetically pleasing to look at. Like I understand the logic.
Not really.
It's like the geometric shape. You know, there's some psychology involved there, but I mean,
it's satisfying is like the aesthetically pleasing thing. But it isn't even that. It's just the dude's so rough. It doesn't even look aesthetically pleasing.
oh, if it's not completely straight lines, then they're missing the point.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
I
it's
saw a really
it's
nice,
roughly.
aesthetically pleasing video where like this person cuts open a plant pot and it becomes like Lego bricks, and then they put the Lego bricks together and it becomes Satsumas. It's just like, that's the kind of thing I find aesthetically pleasing to look at.
Like, people don't even know how to cut. People cut down the ways towards them. And I don't know if they're taught at school that you can practically slice yourself open by cutting that way.
You should be cutting away from yourself. And
Yeah,
when you
but
hand
these
someone
videos
a
are they're
knife,
showing you that you should.
you hold the blade.
This thing, like, people are like taking the thing in their hand, taking the knife in the other hand, and just like pressing their thumb against the bottom and just pressing the knife down.
Oh man. That sounds dangerous.
Oh, another popular thing is drying out, you know, like grape.
Drying out, great.
Just driving over, like drying out and driving over it. Apparently that's pleasing to look at. Like, I don't get it.
No, me neither. Con, help me damage Yamamoto Genryusai, please. Please.
I don't know how far I'm in through Naruto. How many seasons are there of Naruto?
Over 9,000! I don't know how many seasons of Naruto there are. It's like over 200 episodes.
250, I think. But then how many seasons?
Oh, leave me alone, old man. Not you. Yamamoto Genryusai.
How many seasons of Naruto?
Well, what you can usually do is
Fortnite.
take the number of episodes and divide by 13. But it depends, not all shows use 13 episodes.
No, I think Naruto has like 25 episode seasons sometimes.
Right, okay.
Well, they're all different. Oh, this is telling me Naruto Shippuden. I don't want Naruto Shippuden. I want.
That's because Naruto Shippuden is the good one, but
Naruto Shippuden has.
you need to see some of Naruto to understand all of Naruto Shippuden.
How many seasons?
Genryusai, leave me alone, you. No! I'm sorry. I should have stayed in the Tower of Penitence. I understand that. You know, I should have stayed there and let the Seki Seki rock steal my spiritual power. However, I've come to realize, you baldy old fart, that I need to defeat you. This is for justice. This is what's best for Soul Society. Please understand.
Sorry if I'm being quiet sometimes. It's just there's something up with my friends.
Alright.
Yeah. She's kind of pissed.
Pissed alcohol or pissed angry?
She's kind of pissed angry because one of my other friends is asking for inappropriate images.
Oh. You. No, I don't want to know. Dude,
So then
take all
she
the time
forced
you
me
need.
earlier to. She forced me earlier to confront him on Xbox in front of all of his friends. Like he never goes off Xbox, but this time he did. I felt really bad afterwards.
I got Yamamoto. I defeated Yamamoto. Holy fuck. Oh god. Oh man.
Oh, what's Rock Lee and his pals like?
What? What's my what?
What's Rock Lee and his pals like?
Rock Lee and his... Oh, you're talking about... Oh, is that
The spin-off?
I don't know, but based on the way it looks, I'm not fucking interested. It looks like...
When did this come out? When did this start?
Between Shippuden and Boruto.
Oh, so it's fairly recent then?
Yeah, fairly recent. Ooh, save the game now I've defeated that asshole.
Yay.
After this stage, I'll probably end up going to Hueco Mundo, and I'll be in real trouble. Did I, like, unlock Genryusai? Because I might as well just play as him. Oh, you're showing me characters that aren't actually going to be relevant in this game. That's a shame. I really do love that cute little pink-haired girl. I should really remember. Oh well.
What pisses me off? What really grinds my gears?
You know what really grinds my gears?
People who can't pronounce Naruto.
Naruto?
I mentioned over a Skype call to one of my friends, oh, I'm gonna go watch some Naruto now. And he goes to my friend, oh, Matthew's away to watch Naruto.
Ugh. Naruto I can accept. Naruto is the correct way. But Naruto! No. When you put emphasis on the U, you're doing it wrong.
Drop the U.
Oh, Byakuya's pissed.
Naruto. Crunchyroll. Naruto spin-off. Rock Lee and his ninja pals. It's not even called Rock Lee and his pals. It's called Rock Lee and his ninja pals.
Well, they are ninjas.
Well, fair enough.
I mean, it might be
I don't know why, but
redundant to call them ninja pals, seeing as they live in a ninja village. But I'm sure there's some people in Konoha that aren't ninjas. Did Byakuya draw that? Oh, that's cute.
I don't know why, but I always look up the Rock Lee. You know, someone who doesn't exactly fit in. You know, can't do everything everyone else can do.
You feel some sort of connection with Rock Lee. Is that it? Like, on a spiritual level, you feel like you and Rock Lee are kindred spirits? Because neither of you fit in, both of you train with weighted clothing, and both of you can open the 6 gates.
My Xbox went into a deep sleep mode 19 minutes ago because it's still showing up on the screen.
Eat sleep. I could have sworn you said eat sleep.
For Christmas, with my Christmas money, I'm getting a PS4 so I can play Spider-Man and Detroit Become Human, because those were the 2 big mistakes
That is a good shout. While you've got a PS4, maybe you would want to play Fist of the North Star, Lost Paradise, and Yakuza 0, and Yakuza Kiwami, and Yakuza Kiwami 2, and Yakuza 3 Remaster, and Yakuza 4 Remaster, and Yakuza 5 Remaster.
And God of War Remaster.
God of War, that's alright,
And
but it's not Yakuza. God of War's okay, but it's not Yakuza. Oh dear God. Byakuya's drawings are alive. Do I have to fight them? This game is weird. Yes, I do.
I'm so glad I was off school today.
You're off school today. Again? That's like another day you were off school. What the hell? You were off school yesterday as well. Weren't you? The day before?
Hmm?
Like, you've been off school recently as well. What gives? Are you...
Yeah, I was off on
You
Thursday.
were ill, weren't you? You were being sick?
Yes, I'm throwing up everywhere.
Not pleasant.
Nope. First time I've had an episode like that in years.
According from you, well, like, that's sort of the same as me, like...
Yeah. Only
First
when
time
I'm
I've
super
Thrown up
ill.
like that in years.
I know there are some people who have such weak constitution that, you know, they're always sick, but like me, never. It's only when I've like caught something really fierce that it happens.
I don't know why, but I have a phobia for throwing up. Like, I'm just scared.
I get feelings like close to it, but it never actually happens.
Like, I always feel close to being sick, and then like I'm like, oh no, what am I gonna do? And I start panicking and stuff. I'm like, I don't want to be sick. I don't want to be sick. I don't want to be sick.
I think the panicking actually sort of works to stop it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this one's got a crown. I didn't realize this game was this fucking stupid.
Stupider than the Super Mario 64, Super Mario 64 AI.
Super Mario 64 AI.
Yeah. The King Bomb.
Oh, right. I was confused for a second. I thought you were going to say stupider than Super Mario 64 Chaos Edition.
I don't know.
Like, yeah. Totally stupider than that. That was like the last Let's Play I did.
Stupider than me when it comes to
bad,
maths.
and I didn't finish it. What? Crystal something? You keep saying stuff, and then I'm like, what? And then you go silent. I'm like, what did he say?
That's because sometimes I can't hear you. Some points you get cut off and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Discord does that.
Yeah, kinda hate it.
It hasn't cut me off there, I've just, you
I
know.
need to start streaming again. Jeez.
I kind of hope you
I need to play
do.
more Sonic.
More Sonic.
I need to get boot camp working on my Mac.
Need to get what
Fuck,
working?
I should
Boot
do that
camp.
now.
What's boot camp?
Hmm?
What's boot camp?
Oh, it allows me to dual boot. It's actually supported by Apple. It comes pre-installed on every Mac. As long as you have a Windows ISO, you can dual boot Windows and Mac.
Oh, nice. So, if you've got a
And for
Windows,
some reason, it's supported by Apple.
if you've got a Windows ISO, you can boot into a better operating system than Mac.
I like Mac though.
I know you do, but just because you like something doesn't make it good.
Yeah, I feel insulted.
As a Mac user, you should feel insulted.
I feel emotionally upset.
Yo, Sushi! It's Sushi, the guy I named Sushi Bites
Nobody
after,
is
and
in
that didn't
the
happen.
nobody is in the voice chat.
Sushi in the actual chat. That's true, ERB, because you
Oh my
like something
God.
doesn't make it good. Exactly. Like, take for
Hello,
instance...
Sushi. Have you got any more CEX stories?
Got any Kex stories, Sushi?
stories.
Funny stories about keks, about trousers. I'm sure there are a few people who like PlusNet and TalkTalk. Now. TalkTalk is the reason why my stream isn't dropping frames like me dropping trousers at... I'm not going to finish that one.
Especially not that I was really
Yay! I unlocked the pink-haired devil. I can't play as her though, I don't think.
Nothing eventful, I'm afraid, Matsu. Oh, that's okay. Just trending now. TikTok. I do not understand it.
TikTok is an app that lets you basically do the same thing as Musical.ly, but with a different name.
It's just rebranded Musical.ly.
Yeah.
They just took Musical.ly and rebranded themselves.
Red in the top left, blue in the bottom corner. I've got that. That's Renji. Right. Red all round. Genryusai. Badass. Okay. Any particular reason for doing the Super Mario World theme song?
Oh yeah, I love that. My dog barks
Have
at
you
it.
heard
He likes
the
it.
version by Mr. Bungle? Bungle. Look it up. It's cool.
B-U-N-G-L-E.
Yeah, the Mr. Bungle Super Mario World theme. Pretty good.
Mr. Bungle. Mr.
Yeah.
Tumble.
No, Bungle. Definitely Bungle. It's good.
Bungle.
It's a fun cover.
Super.
Very,
Mr.
it's very like
Tumble.
Scar and Polka. Very nice.
Okay. Oh, it looks like some sort of like rock.
Yeah, like rock and ska, like ska punk. Very nice.
Let's skip all this dialogue.
I wasn't aware it had dialogue. That's how long ago since I heard it. Yeah, but since you're into kids shows, what's your opinion on Rainbow? Up above the streets and houses. Well, I never watched Rainbow much as a kid, I don't think. If I did, I certainly don't remember it. I'm sure there's nothing wrong with Rainbow. Like, when I think of Rainbow, I just think of that, that parody episode that the Rainbow team did.
When I hear Rainbow, I think of Rainbow Six Siege, because that's all I hear about in school.
Rainbow Six Siege, oh boy. Gotta love that Rainbow Six. You know, Tom Clancy sure releases a lot of video games for a dead man!
Yeah. What's all I recommended on YouTube recently? All these kids make insert something here.
Oh, dying, dead! Dying dead.
Going through my YouTube recommended now, the one I have right now is kids meet a kid with cancer, and kids meet a bank robber.
Kids meet, kids watch, kids play. Boring, 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 boring. I'm curious, can I play as the Pink Devil? That's Kenpachi.
For a while, I was scared to turn on my Xbox because I hadn't turned it on for about a month. It was collecting dust, and I thought the house was going to go up in flames.
Well, you know, I haven't fired up my Xbox since I sold it.
I miss my PS4. It was nice. It was nice, bright, white, slim.
Yabi, what is your opinion on Nosy Bonk? I'm only familiar with him through Blame It on George and Ashlands. I definitely haven't watched any episodes of Nosy Bonk. Hello! Yeah.
Bloody hell, are we still doing these?
Today I'm going to eat another disgusting thing from Poundland. Whoa! Made in China, shipped to the UK. Ooh, let's open it up. Ooh, it smells disgusting. Well, I'm going to try a bit. Blech, blech. Join me again for another video where I do exactly the same thing. Aha! Yeah, fucking Ashens, mate. More like,
Ashens, not sure.
more like Gashens. Okay, but in all seriousness, I'm jealous of what he has going for him, because I could have made the exact same content back in the day, and I
Why
could have
don't
made
you
a
do it then? Why don't you do it with like anime or something? At least you know what anime is.
Bum 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 bum. Watashi wa Mato desu. Well, hey, we've got some anime to look at on the brown sofa. Yeah. Not happening.
What is this one? I have no clue.
This one, Magical Woman M. No. Absolutely not.
Samsung Pay, but if I had a allow, it says try again later because my phone is rooted.
I find the National Lottery app doesn't work during the lunchtime when I want to buy my fucking lottery ticket.
Oh.
So I couldn't buy a Euro
I
Million.
was on 16 and I can buy a lottery ticket.
Ooh, it's Nanao.
会長
2 years, no, technically 1 year until I can buy a lottery ticket.
Matzo, are you still using a Poundland mic? Says Sushi.
Who?
Sushi says, are you using a Poundland mic? Well, are you?
Me?
Are you, Matzo?
Me?
Using a Poundland mic?
Me? No, I'm using my phone mic.
Ah, so a Poundland mic that's been integrated into a mobile phone.
Well, it's more like my phone is really far away from me. Is this better?
Oh my god, it's pain.
One time I was, what was it? I was playing PS3. I was playing some BO2. Some guy was on a mod menu, and all I hear's,
Oh my
can
god,
you give
stop
me
it.
the mod menu?
Stop it. Oh, you're doing my head in.
That's all I could hear, so I just left the game. It very annoyed me. That makes no sense. It very annoyed me.
It very annoyed you. It annoyed you
Yeah.
very.
Very annoyed me. It annoyed me very much. That is better.
I tell you what annoys me very. These green enemies, like, jumping on my face. Do not jump on my face. You jumped on his face?
When did my fuel come? I want to get better.
Speaking of things arriving in the mail, Wednesday is the release date for the new Fist of the North Star game on PlayStation 4.
Oh my god. Was that game with the guy with that was riding the horse with the flute? And then they had like some guy come out and play the flute.
No.
What game was that then?
A guy come out on a horse and play a flute.
Is it E3?
Oh, you might be thinking about Death Stranding. Or Sekiro, Shadows
That's
Died
probably it.
Twice. Or something like that. No, Fist of the North Star wasn't shown in this game. Fist of the North Star is a long-running Japanese anime and manga. this new game is built by the Ryogaka Toku studio, the people who make the Yakuza game. So it's a Yakuza game where you play as Kenshiro from Fist of the North Star. It's really freaking cool. And I am getting it in the post on Wednesday. I figure that now that I'm in employment, I deserve a little bonus for myself for all my hard work. And for having spent money on uniform and, you know, all that. So I deserve a little treat, so...
I had a meme...
I had a meme, and then it went silent. You said I had a meme, and then it sort of went muffled. So I don't know what the meme was.
Alright. Don't me to repeat.
Well, you can repeat if you want to, but if you don't repeat, we won't know what you said.
Alright. So, I had a meme like ages ago on my phone, and it's actually surprisingly very true.
A meme that's very true. You don't really like Bowser. That's a very true meme.
No. It's nothing to do with that.
Everything is to do with Bowser. You just don't know how yet.
I'm getting shredded. Hang on.
That also rhymed. That was good. The muffling. And now, silence. Yabi is alone again, realizing that the person he was talking to was just a figment of his imagination.
I am in your brain, Yarby.
You know what? I am an old-fashioned solipsist. I can believe.
By the way, I remember the meme now.
I can believe that everyone just exists.
The meme said, "Life is getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning in a uniform you had to buy for work, to get in the car that you're probably still paying off, to work a 6-hour shift, to pay for the house that you're still to pay for the house to live in that you're only in for like 6 hours a day. And to get money to survive." It was something to do with that.
Yeah, pretty much. Spot on. Pretty accurate, you know. If I could have any advice, if I could give any advice to my younger self, it would be just give up. Life is miserable.
Oh, here we go. I found it.
Go travel.
Getting dressed in clothes that you buy for work, driving through traffic in a car that you're still paying for in order to get a job that you need so you can pay off the clothes, car, and the house that you leave empty all day in order to afford to live in it.
Yeah. Really brought the mood down, you know, with your truth. True, though.
Very true.
To quote one of the greatest philosophers of our time, no, I'm not quoting Kanye this time. I'm quoting Dennis Leary. Life's gonna suck when you grow up. When you grow up. When you grow up. Life's gonna suck when you grow up. It sucks pretty bad right now. ERB, what is your opinion on this game so far? It's good, but the bosses are really difficult. Oh, you're rustling a paper bag?
Hmm?
You rustling a paper bag? I
Me?
can hear that. You got some treats for me?
Me?
Yeah, it's like...
I'm lying in bed. I'm too tired. I just dropped my face in the duvet and I think my microphone just went in with it.
Alright, I see.
I wish I had treats.
If you're tired, like... Dude, there's no obligation to be here. I appreciate it, though. But I mean, like... You need sleep. Get some sleep.
I can stick it out for another 10 minutes, I mean.
Yeah. Until Soy starts.
Yeah.
Don't know what he's playing today. Maybe more Tomb Raider.
Ooh.
Tomb Raider
If
Underworld.
I'm up here, I'll stick in. I'll come and say hi.
Tomb Raider Underworld. I'm more interested in Tomb Raider Underwear. That was a hilarious joke. I'm here all weekend, unfortunately.
Are you gonna stream tomorrow or nah?
I don't know, I feel like I'm getting diminishing returns from streams. I might never stream again. No, I don't know whether I'm streaming tomorrow or not yet. I haven't thought that far
You
ahead.
give up streaming, I don't know what I do.
I know, get a job.
I need to wait a year for that. I am not within the age requirements.
Oh yeah, that's right. Probably be 10 times better at a job than some of the people I've worked with in the past.
Unless I set up a website, which well, I could set up one of those. Like, there's this app on the Play Store. It's called like "Give Me Money." It's just this app. It's a button, and you press it, and it gives you an advertisement. So the whole app's just designed for a man to make money.
Well, you assume a man. Might be a woman who made the app.
No, it's like got some guy's name as
Alright.
the developer.
Fine, I would... You know what? Forget about it. Ruki is dead now anyway. Again. Ruki is dead again. Of course, because this game's difficulty is extremely high.
Oof.
Oof. Like, I'm obviously not understanding how this equipment system works. Like, I would probably, like, unequip everything and then be, like, immediately stronger. I could believe that.
I miss the inner circle being very crowded.
Yeah, me too. Back in the days of Naruto.
Yeah. What's the other game you used to play it with? And then I remember you were like doing stuff about like Mr. Humble, and I had headphones on and I like laughed really loud.
Hello?
And my parents were
Hello?
like, hi, Sushi.
Oh,
Hello?
was I too loud or something?
No, you are
Oh.
perfect. I am happy to have you here.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yes. There's a lot of dead air. Kind
How
of.
much time have we got left before soy?
10 minutes.
Like 10 minutes. Exactly 10
10
minutes.
minutes. Okay,
Maybe,
guess I shall
maybe
spend
11 and a
10
half
minutes.
minutes. Maybe 11 and a half minutes if we consider the fact that he has an intro.
Oh, fair enough.
Maybe over 9,000 hours.
Yes. Could be 9,000 hours.
What shall I talk about for 10 minutes? Nothing?
Let's talk about CEX.
Oh, I don't think I have anything to say about CEX. I haven't been there for ages.
Same. It's like that trend slowly died over the summer.
Has just said something, but I couldn't hear him. I saw his lips moving, but he
Escape from
didn't say
British is
anything.
just... He's just thinking. Thinking out loud.
He's just, was he mime thinking?
Yes. I'm Mr. Mime.
Thought so.
Mr. Mime.
Oh, you, ERB, have you got any CEX stories?
I went to CEX recently. I mean, I'm not sure if that's much of a story. If there's much of a story to tell. I went to CEX recently. I bought some stuff. It's on the thrifting channel on the Discord.
Did you buy something cool? Like,
yeah.
I don't know, a Neo Geo or something?
Lupin the Third anime series on DVD.
It's cool. Isn't Third a TV series or is it a movie? I'm not sure. I'm not too familiar with that one. I know that one exists.
There are movies and there are TV shows. This is one of the TV shows.
I just had an amazing idea for a job.
Actually, I think what I picked up was one of the movies this time. You had a good idea for a job.
Continue, Matsu.
Yeah, I have an idea for a job, right? So, you go into CEX, so say like £1,000. You just stay in there all day until you find like something that's worth a lot of value. You buy it, you take it home, and you...
I see that more as a challenge rather than a job. Because I don't think I'll find anything in my local CX other than, like, say, FIFA 2007.
Same.
Well, there are people who play the pre-owned market like that. I probably could where I am, but anything cool that I would pick up in a place like CEX or in a charity shop, I wouldn't want to sell. I'd want to keep it for myself.
Well, you live in Canterbury, and Canterbury is, I don't know, the British equivalent to Akihabara, because even
not even
like,
no, not even close. Like,
because even in somewhere like CEX or Chav Converters, they actually sell something that's cool over there.
Chav Converters.
Look, I have to sift through so much shit just to find stuff that's good.
My uncle told me a story about
stuff that's good.
My uncle told me an amazing story about cash converters.
Chav generator story, if you're interested. This very rarely happens. I've been into a Chav generator. I was almost about to say Chav converters. Chav converters, Chav generator, I can't be able to tell the difference. But anyway, I found something that I don't, and this didn't happen recently, it was a few months ago or so. I think it was last year. But this doesn't normally happen very often. I found, drums roll, a Laserdisc player.
Oh, wow. They probably wanted a lot of money for it.
I didn't buy it because I didn't have enough money.
Yeah, how much did they want for it, out of curiosity? For a Laserdisc player?
I can't really remember, but I don't think it was very expensive. I don't think it was very cheap either.
I do kind of want one, because of course there's a lot of Japanese stuff on Laserdisc.
Yep, that's true. I would like to collect Laserdiscs for similar reasons why people want to collect vinyl disc records, because they have this big-ass vinyl sleeve thingamajig. And, sure, Blu-rays may look a million times better than Laserdiscs, but Laserdiscs have these badass-looking giant sleevey things, if you know what I mean.
Super cool. You know, Laserdiscs may not look as good as Blu-rays, but Laserdiscs look better than VHS tapes. Like, so much.
Yeah, that's true. back in the 90s, I think laserdiscs were actually quite expensive at the time, and not very many people, including myself at the time, I was a kid at the time, we never even heard of it. We didn't even know there was another way to watch videos, apart from just, you know, these giant plastic, bulky bits of plastic that you put into a tape player and play a video. We weren't aware of the Laserdisc, but apparently it was around since the 1970s.
I can believe it because I know that in the 80s there were arcade games that used Laserdisc, and I want to say that Nintendo's earliest like shooting arcade game used a Laserdisc, and that would have been late 70s.
I didn't know Nintendo did anything with it.
They made like a sheriff game that used a Laserdisc, and that was...
That was Mad Dog
70s.
McCree.
No,
that was Nintendo.
No, not Mad Dog McCree. No, this was something Nintendo specifically, and it used Laserdiscs, and it was sheriff related. I'm gonna look it up because I know I'm fucking right about this.
Something worth checking out. Time Gal was also a Laserdisc game. Yes, I have that on. I have the Japanese Mega CD version. It's quite cool. Well, I enjoy it.
Nintendo Laserdisc Arcade? No, not Dragon Slayer. No, not Dragon Slayer.
Laserdiscs were like a bloody big DVDs. Oh, I saw one of these, he'd be like, what the fuck? Is that fucking huge? I struggle a bit with the Irish accent. Top of the morning!
Oh, that's awful.
Laserdisc is fucking huge! Matt's uncle doesn't have a very high-pitched accent, but a lot of people, when they do impressions of Irish people, they tend to put on high-pitched accents. Yeah, they not all of them have like helium voices. Like
my name is Jack Sheffield.
I think I could do an impression of Zag from Zig and Zag. Zag, take that fucking bra off of your head. Zag doesn't normally swear. Podge and Rog swear a lot, but Zig and Zag, they don't really swear much because they're actually meant for kids to watch. ERB doesn't really like Zig and Zag, I think.
Never really watched them.
Yeah, I have to go now, so...
Alright, take care.
Okay, take care, Matsu.
Take care, everyone.
Take care.
Goodbye. Okay. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow. Maybe not. I'll definitely be Discord anyway.
Maybe next time bye-bye. Maybe next time I put on a fake Irish accent, I should try inhaling a helium balloon.
Alright, bye.
Bye. Take care.
Matt, so ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, looks like it's just me and DRB. The Arch Badass of Canterbury.
Simultaneous. Ooh, come on.
The Justified Arch Badass of Canterbury.
And the dog of the day.
Still looking for that Nintendo Laserdisc cowboy
Yeah,
game thing.
I'm now starting to wonder how accurate my memory is.
Actually, a cowboy game. 3 was, but that wasn't Nintendo. Even though there was a Wii version of that game, but I don't think that was Nintendo. I think that was a third party.
I think all my memory is getting confused. Like they definitely had an arcade game where you shoot people. It was Wild West themed. I'm pretty sure it used a Laserdisc. It was not Mad Dog McCree, but I can't find it right now. I thought DJ Slopes did a video on it, but I couldn't find it. So maybe I am just going mad and senile. It's entirely possible.
Maybe you should double check DJ Slopes' video.
I have, and he did a video about Sheriff, which makes it even more confusing because Sheriff was not a Laserdisc game. Sheriff was a top-down like radioscope game. So like I'm fucking lost and confused. I'll figure it out. It may well have been Sega and not Nintendo. I honestly can't remember. It's got to that point. My mind has drawn a blank. It's been a long day.
Wait, Yobby, just out of curiosity, your Real Asia thing, has it started yet?
I can reveal that I am currently writing an episode on Read or Die, but you know what? I haven't shown off the intro. I haven't shown off the intro, and I can show off the intro.
Okay, I'll be interested to see it.
I can.
And everybody's missing out because there are only 3 people, including me, who's watching.
I can
Unless,
reveal the intro.
Say world. How do I say it?
World premiere.
Everybody's missing out. Oh look, there's Mochi.
Projects.
Funny.
Real Escape Route British, really? Yeah, I've got it in Escape Route British for some reason. Real Asia intro, 22 seconds, 16 meg. 22 seconds, 16 meg, this one. Okay. I'll let you know when I'm playing it, so you can catch it on the stream.
Can unmute it.
Yeah. Turn it up to about 140 on volume. I'm playing it. Absolutely badass.
It's cool.
So cool.
I think I'm looking forward to it now.
Me too. All I need to do is actually finish writing the episode.
Spectre in the intro.
A really high quality intro.
Looks like you're definitely going to do a Tokusatsu episode.
Yes. I figured that it makes more sense to do like Tokusatsu shows on Real Asia than to do a Sushi Bites on it. The Sushi Bites would be for the Tokusatsu video games. So things like Ultraman Fighting Evolution and stuff like that would be on Sushi Bites.
That's cool. But you did a Sushi Bites on, what was it called?
I know I've done Sushi Bites on things that weren't video games in the past. I know that Sushi Bites is an ever-mutating thing, you know.
The Minami Momochi episode,
yes,
but I also know you, what's the name of that,
Sega Hard Girl.
Hentai
La Blue
anime
Girl.
one.
But here's the thing, right?
Oh, yes.
Here's the thing, right? In the La Blue Girl episode, I mentioned that there were La Blue Girl games, including one for, like, the Sharp, whatever, and the FM Towns Marty, right? I also mentioned in the Sega Hard Girls episode some of the games that Sega Hard Girls was parodying, and in the Minami Momochi episode I showed Mario Kart 8, which as we all know was developed by a Japanese company called Nintendo. Ergo sum, those episodes were still about video games. Tangentially.
Yeah. So, yeah, I guess you, didn't have that idea at the time, but later you, changed your mind?
I didn't have the idea of Real Asia until my brother started his podcast, about horror movies, and I realized, oh, people care about movies. I enjoy watching videos where people review movies. Therefore, it's obviously a good spend of my time to review movies. So that's where the idea sort of came from. I can thank my brother's podcast for giving me the idea.
Reminds me, weren't you gonna do a collaboration with your brother?
Yeah,
it was gonna be a...
there's no reason why it won't happen. It's just a matter of arranging it and doing it, I guess.
And it basically just didn't come to fruition.
Yeah, at this point now, there is definitely going to be some sort of Real Asia crossover. You know, Real Asia and whatever my brother does, and Sushi Bites as well. Because there's so many Japanese horror games that I've held off covering because my brother's thing is horror games, you know. Horror movies and horror games. At some point I will, you know.
Your brother focuses more on horror games.
Yeah. Both my brother and I like horror, but horror is his thing, it's his niche, and I don't want to touch on it.
It's cool. So, for Sushi Bites and Real Asia, he'll be doing the horror stuff while you'll be doing everything else?
He would be in an episode where I cover horror stuff, and maybe reading alternating paragraphs. You know how, like, YouTube collabs are done, like... The person who runs the channel writes the script, and then just another person reads alternating paragraphs to give the illusion that it's a collaboration. When really I'll still be writing the entire script, more or less.
Another thing on my mind, you know, the Team Crass commentaries that you do with IMFC. Is it exclusively a two-person team, or can more people join?
If you wanted to jump in, that would re-spark it. You see, we haven't recorded any since September, and that's because I lost interest in it. Because it wasn't growing, you know, we weren't getting more viewers, there weren't enough views. I was sort of like, well, I was sort of on the fence about working on this project anyway to begin with, and we haven't had any decent amount of success. So why bother, you know? And, you know, if you wanted to come in and be like a third person on a fucking commentary, I would love that. That would breathe life into that dying husk that is Team Crass commentaries.
I wasn't really thinking about doing it, I was just asking out of curiosity, but...
if you could find a person that would be interested, that would certainly re-spark my interest.
I tried to get Games Master interested, but he said he wasn't interested.
Well, I've kind of screwed Games Master over in the past, in the same way that I have IFC as well, because, like, you know, having to admit to IFC, yeah, my heart wasn't really in Team Crash commentaries to begin with. It's like my heart wasn't really in the collab with Games Master either, and I felt so bad about it because, I agreed.
Wasn't that Cuphead episode a recent one?
Recorded like early September, perhaps even August.
Well, it's September now, so probably a few weeks ago or something
right,
like that.
So in that case, it would have been recorded end of July, very start of August. voiceover for that.
So you recorded it a few months ago and
Yeah.
didn't upload it until later.
Yeah. To upload one thing a day. You notice the channel is churning out a video a day, and we're still like fucking 7 subs or some shit. It's pathetic. I was really expecting the channel to take off.
What was I gonna say? We'll come back to that. But speaking of Games Master, he also mentioned how he kept trying to talk to Snapchat Cats. He wanted to do a collaboration with her because he thought she was his friend, and but Snapchat Cat, she never responded with either a yes or no answer, and get me wrong, I love Snapchat I love Snapchat Cats, but I would much rather she responded to Games Master with a yes or a no answer.
Yeah,
if she didn't want to do it,
then she should at
I'm
least
pretty
just
sure Games Master would. Sorry, could you repeat that?
Yeah, if she didn't want to do it, she should just say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I'm sure Games Master won't be upset if she didn't want to. But I'm sure he'd much rather have a no than have a no reply, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But, yeah, shame really. Oh, what was I gonna say? Yeah, it's really annoying when there's something you want to say and all of a sudden it disappears from your brain.
Yeah, I know that one. Oh, dog of the day again.
Oh, hi dog. And it wasn't about Cuphead either.
Tell you what, I lost interest in Cuphead after that fucking Cuphead stream.
Oh yeah, that stream was an absolute nightmare, and not even in the good way. I watched the VOD, even though it was unlisted, and I was actually concerned and worried for you. You were really, really angry.
Yeah. I realize I sort of am in general anyway. Very angry person.
It happens.
Because I have to bottle it all up when I'm at work. It sort of comes out when I'm not.
We all get angry now and again. We just need to take some time to chill out, I guess.
Yeah.
Even though I've never played Cuphead, I think Cuphead seems like a really, really fun game. I've watched Snapchat Cat play it loads and loads of times. I kind of miss watching Cat play Cuphead. I don't know, maybe it's just her sort of game. It's a pretty cool game.
It is a cool game.
Still trying to think of what it was I wanted to say.
Cuphead is more interesting to me as a game when I'm seeing somebody else play it. All the footage on Team Crass commentaries of Cuphead is from IFC.
But yeah, I think it's come back now. Is it either you or IFC that runs the Team Crass commentaries channel?
At this point in time, IFC runs it.
Okay. So, have you left Team Crass commentaries, and is IFC currently the only member?
As far as I understand it, it's both our joint venture. It's just, you know, it's sort of on hold, as it were. The videos that are left are being released one by one.
I'm still toying with the idea of joining Team Crash commentaries and maybe doing a commentary collaboration with IFC.
That would certainly be interesting.
I've still not done a final decision, and also my recording environment is
not amazing.
Brilliant. It's not brilliant. I have to try and keep my background as quiet as possible. Because
the great thing about it is it's not live. If we need to pause because something comes up, it's perfectly fine because we just take the audio and apply it to the video later.
Do you actually do that?
A lot of editing goes into Team Crash commentaries, a lot more than it looks. That was one of the things that really burned me out on it, was editing all the videos.
So, for example, if IFC says something related to the game that both you and him are talking about, and somebody in his background comes up and says something like, I don't know, did you do your homework?
Yeah, that sort of thing. We haven't really had any major cases of that, but I mean, I've edited out dog barks, and, you know, that kind of thing.
How did you do it?
What we do is we record a Skype call typically, and then I go through and make changes to the Skype call later.
You don't wait for the dog to stop barking and then say whatever it is you said over again.
No, because that would mean that we'd both have to pause the video at the same time that we're watching back. So if there was like a major thing like the internet disconnected or something, then we'd pause and then start. We scrapped one Super Mario Sunshine episode like almost 2 times because of how bad the internet got.
Oh dear. Really, it's a good thing that I don't do my own streams because I'm making a lot of noises.
It's a really hard thing to avoid doing, the ums and the ahs. I'm incredibly incredibly self-conscious of it.
It's a bit like when
you go on.
American people say the word like again lots of times. Like.
I say the word like a lot of times. Like.
Totally rad, dude.
Totally tubular tube socks.
Like totally rad, dude. Bodacious babes, man. Wait, what's your not impression? What's your opinion on Bill and Ted?
I have seen the movies. I don't remember much of them, but I remember them being funny. Just classic.
I used to watch the
classic 80s movies. You know, like I'd put them in the same. I put them in the same sort of like grouping as movies like Big Trouble in Little China, that sort of thing. Just like good movies.
Yeah, I should watch that movie, Big Trouble in Little China.
It's so good.
I watched the cartoon of Bill and Ted. It was on Cartoon World on TVAM years and years ago.
I still can't get over the fact that they made like cartoons of these adult movies. Like Evolution had a cartoon, Ghostbusters had a cartoon, The Mask had a cartoon. These were all movies that were BBFC rated 18. And they had like fucking children's cartoons.
Rambo cartoon, but I never watched it.
Was there a Rambo cartoon?
Yeah, I think Rubskin might have said that.
Ah, yes. I am subscribed to him, but I haven't like watched a video of his in Absolute.
I'm still subscribed to him, but I don't think I've watched any of his videos for ages.
Yeah.
It's the Bill and Ted cartoon for ages, and don't really say about how good it was, but at the time I enjoyed it because I was a kid, and at the time I still haven't even watched the proper movie of Bill and Ted yet.
Yeah.
But I have eventually watched the movie, and it was pretty cool. And it's a bit of a shame that, and this is where the nostalgic and whiny and hipstery part of me comes in. You know how they're phasing out phone booths?
Yeah.
Oh,
You're wondering how Bill and Ted are going to travel back in time now.
yeah.
Yeah, well, you see, the thing is, they
might
exist in the world of movies, so they can just get a ride from their friends Marty and Emmett Brown in their DeLorean.
Yeah. Except they don't really exist in the same sort of TV universe.
Well, you never know. There is sort of like an 80s
By using their
movies
mobile phone,
universe.
then again they might get electrocuted. Because looking at these phone booths just brings Bill and Ted to mind. But I guess I understand that people don't use them anymore, and they have mobile phones, and they don't have to stick coins in the things. And even though there was an option to use a phone card, are you okay?
Yeah, I had to mute.
Okay?
Yeah,
You had to mute
mute.
something? Saying something while you were muted?
Yeah.
Even though there was a option to use a phone card, guess people prefer their mobile phones,
Well, yeah.
or smartphones as they're called now.
The idea of a phone booth is just not sensible in current day. I mean, I
Could be used.
can understand instances where people would definitely benefit from having access to a phone booth or a phone that they can use. For example, say they're out all night drinking and then they need to contact someone in the morning and their phone runs out of battery. It's a very real example.
Use imagine that it's raining really heavily, and you need to retreat temporarily from the rain, so you hide in one of these phone booths.
Yeah, that's a very valid excuse for a phone booth, but it's also a very valid excuse for anything with a ceiling.
And umbrellas are a pain in the ass, because especially when it's like really blowy, and I've seen it happen to a lot of umbrellas, and they blow it like the outside in or inside out, and it goes absolutely crazy. And sometimes I would worry if the wind would blow like the umbrella and the person holding the umbrella like far away, and she'd look like Mary Poppins or whatever her name is. Was it Mary Poppins?
Yes, Mary Poppins.
Yeah.
You know who Mary Poppins is. You're just pretending to not know.
I've not yet watched one of the movies of what was the actress's name again?
Julia Andrews?
I've been toying with the idea of watching one of these movies, but
What, like The Sound of Music?
The Sound of Music. The music of The Sound of Music is inescapable. They played music from that movie on lots and lots of adverts. I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about.
The hills are alive. The hills are alive.
The Simpsons called her Sherry Bobbins.
Yes. That was their lawyer-friendly cameo. But if Disney owns Fox soon, you know, like, they'll be able to go back and make her Mary Poppins.
Sounds cool.
Well, actually, I'm not sure if Disney owns the rights to Mary Poppins. I remember that it was somebody else who wrote Mary Poppins, and they were pretty pissed off with how much Disney changed. I mean, Mary Poppins was like a political novel about women's rights, and then Disney comes along and turns it into a family comedy, you know, whimsy.
I found it funny when the Sherry Bobbins character got pissed off at Bart, Lisa, and Maggie when they asked her to sing them another tune, and they're like, "I am not a bloody jukebox," or something like that. It's quite. And said bloody, which is a common British stereotype in American shows.
Yeah.
It's like 3 watching now. Is Matsu still watching?
I don't know, I'm gonna end pretty soon.
Heading over to Saibom.
Yeah, there's no point in raiding if there's like 2 of us.
Just the 2 of us. We could raid Sai if we tried. Just the 2 of us. Just the 2 of us. I can't sing.
Clearly. Wow. Horrendous.
11:30.
Yes.
I'm definitely not very good at singing, and usually I don't sing, especially at work. But at work, I'd have to hear lots of really awful music on the radio, and one of the co-workers would like belt out along to the music, and it was really unpleasant, and I had to put up with it.
There's a risk of that at work, because we play some stuff I really like Sloop John B by the Pet Shop Boys, and Band on the Run by Wings. You know, really singable stuff.
And you have to listen to people belt out to that.
No, I'm saying there's risk of me belting out to that.
Yeah, so you also belt out to music too?
If I could get away with it with all the customers in the store, I totally would belt out the lyrics. I end up sort of singing them under my breath. Because I can get away with that.
Okay,
Nightbot is asleep. Oh, there we go. Took your time, Nightbot.
Nightbot is... Can you say it together?
Yeah, sure. On 3, 2, 1. Until next time.
Until next time. If we live that long.
I'm gonna
Fail
close this
again.
off now.